All right.
Me.
Maybe.
Good start already, everybody. Everybody's doing great. Proud of everybody.
I think somebody commented tonight about being 18 again, and I was like, we're all going to be 18 again tonight. So here we are. We're 18 again.
Hello.
There we go.
18-year-old Gabe. Look at my white beard.
This light I have going on here, like I'm pure like Steve Martin right
Yeah.
now. Like,
Look,
wow. It is white.
And Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Which was a good movie. At least it was a good movie when I saw it.
Yeah, man, that's a great movie. I just think it's let's not.
When you were 18, Eric?
What'd you say, Jess?
Did you see when you were 18?
I don't think I was 18 when I saw it. I think I was younger than 18, actually. I saw it at the movie theaters. I would have to...
You're old.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Anyone else seen it at the movie theaters with me?
I think I probably did.
All right, there you go.
I don't think it was with you, but maybe.
Fair enough. You don't remember? I'm actually going to look it up and see what
I
year.
came to Michigan from Texas just to watch.
When we were... Hold on, let's find out. No, I saw it when I was 14.
Okay.
It came out in 88.
I was 7.
Shit. Okay. Yeah.
Benny, were you alive?
What's that? I was a beautiful 1 year old. I was a baby.
Oh,
I was a little baby boy.
Ouch.
Hey, listen, 87 was the best year because that's when the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon came out. It was a good year for things.
Yeah.
For that.
That's a good segue because talking about cartoons and The Impossibles, like, right? Was that a cartoon?
It was. The Impossibles was a cartoon that used to come on at 2:00 in the morning on Cartoon Network, which was the only cable station that would play on my TV in my apartment. Like we didn't pay for cable, but for some reason, if you plugged the coaxial cable in, you could get Cartoon Network, and it would play at 2:00 in the morning. I was like, oh, this is so obscure. Like no one's ever gonna know about this, and I'm gonna take this band name. And I was not thinking about the internet coming. I wasn't seeing it coming over the hill. And then now there's like 10 other bands that tried to take the name Impossibles, but I like to think that we won that battle.
So is that where you got the name from?
Yeah, Frankenstein Jr. and the Impossibles was like a show that Cartoon Network would replay. In the cartoon, it's a cartoon about a band, like a 3-piece band that are like their secret identity is to be a rock and roll band. It was in the 60s, and so they had really awesome like little mod boots and stuff. And yeah, so I was like, oh, that's perfect. They're a band. I want to start a band. And so
internet will never exist.
And no one will ever know that where I stole this from. It's such an obscure reference.
Well, I am proud as the founder of SKAmedian to say that this is the first Impossibles interview that we have done. We have not had any of the other Impossibles on our show.
I don't think any of the rest of them were ska, but there was like one became like the EE Impossibles, like they had an extra, and then we got a cease and desist letter from one band that, and we were kind of like, nah, brah, like we were here first, and then they changed their name to the X Impossibles. Yeah, so just want to go on the record.
Really stuck it to the man on that one. Huh?
Yeah.
Change their name to the cease and desist letters. Which is actually a good band name.
It is a good band name.
It just got Gabe. Somebody just stole it right now while you were saying that.
Probably.
Exactly.
They might have a legal fund already too. So you're listening to Ska Talk with SKAmedian. We are here tonight with very special guests, the Impossibles, which we will get into real soon. But first, I'm going to tell you about SKAmedian. We are not a zine, as weird as that may sound. We started out as wanting to be a zine, but it just turns out that bands really like to fucking talk about themselves, and we gave them a spot to do it, and we became more of a podcast than anything else. We also go to live shows and try to cover them and do on-site podcasts as well. That's basically who we are. And we're really happy tonight to introduce a new segment to our podcast, a band to our podcast that hasn't played in a very long time, and a special guest host to our podcast. I'll start out by saying that Eric is my normal co-host. Hello. And our special co-host, Benny Kapal from The Boy Detective, is not a new co-host by any means. He's been on the show 10 times, maybe, at least.
Benny's just part of the team.
Benny is part of our team.
I don't even know if he's that
family.
special anymore, really. He's just here. I mean, you're special, Benny, but you know what I'm saying.
I was extremely lucky because the second Jess said that the Impossibles were going to be on, I said, I want to do that show. And they both said, we kind of figured you would. So let's get you, let's let you help out with the show.
I already knew you were doing the show before I even brought it up. Like, I wouldn't do this without you because I know what it means to you. So thanks for joining us. Benny is part of the Boy Detective ska punk band out of Ida, Michigan. They are not new, but they are just starting to hit some markets, and we're really proud of them. And they're one of our favorite bands, and we're lucky to have him here as well as his band to support. In addition to that, Eric, I'm going to pass it off to you to introduce Rachel.
All right. I think technically you just did, but hey, Rachel.
Double introduction.
We have Rachel with us tonight too. Rachel is a comedian that we ran into was it an Instagram post? We ran into some of the comedy that Rachel had done, and we we're like, oh dear fucking God, we love her. Mm-hmm. She can make jokes about ska. They don't involve cheese sticks. Like,
oh wait, let me scratch that one off.
Take it out. I'm sorry.
That's embarrassing.
We can cut that out if you were making cheese sticks jokes. My bad. But we're like, we need her to come on and be part of what we do here. So Rachel has joined us today, and we're actually going to open with Rachel today. And no pressure, but you need to make us all laugh now.
You guys already put a lot of pressure on. I know.
We did.
Yeah. No, I can talk now, right? Did you tell me it was my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn. Go, Rachel. Go.
So excited to be here. I feel so honored, and I've been super into Boy Detective lately, so I was like that was exciting too. Anyway, I was going to start off by saying like, hey, rude guys and gals, and I heard myself say it and was like, I want to stab myself in the eye, so I'm not going to say that. I said I would just say, hey kids, turn up your podcast. You can't hear this on the radio. Reference.
I'm the one person who got that.
My whole goal for any jokes is for one person to get it. It's even better if it's one person. Actually, Jess, I've only virtually chatted with two, and she recently had said, introduced herself as like, I'm Jess. And I was like, oh yeah, I know who you are. It's just one of those instances where you don't know who I am. One of those childhood traits I won't let go of, just low self-esteem and crippling anxiety. And because I remember seeing you, Jess, at the festival in Mass, and I was like, well, I like to observe. And I'm like, she seems important. And I, behind your back, a compliment, I say you're the queen of ska in the Northeast. In which I also ska over here. I'm like, he's the king. I just finally got to meet him. He's so nice. So I added a bunch of stuff in, so I'm so sorry that I'm laying down. And also, Jess, your kid, I paid close attention to at that festival. I didn't know he was your kid. And I was like, this fucking kid is getting to sing with all the singers. Like, what the heck? Crowd surf. He got a personal crowd surf. Just Brian from the Ghost Tones and Agonizers, just him carrying him to the stage. I was like, I didn't know we could get uppies from Brian, like uppy Brian. It didn't happen. Next time. And on the topic of Ghost Tones and Agonizers, I was like, is every ska band in another ska band? Like, it seems I didn't really. Okay. And then I was chatting with Ben Basil from Big D, and he's in like 8 things. So apparently it is a thing. If you're in a ska band, you need to be in at least one other ska band. I don't know how you guys do it. And Ben was actually the first person I told that I was going to try stand-up. I kept kept it a secret, like just my little dirty midlife crisis secret. And he was super encouraging. But I often wonder, it was the first time we ever like hung out, what it would be like just meeting someone and going over dick jokes and being like, oh, do you think that's funny? Let me, here, I have another one. Yeah, so number one thing I love about ska, I'm a huge ska fan. One, puns. The puns are amazing. I think you guys called me a SKAmedian, and like I just was like, I love that so much. Just thought about it all day. And I never knew that it was a thing to make fun of ska. Like I just started seeing memes recently, and I don't get what kind of soulless people have a problem with ska. Ska is what I use. I like to pretend I have a soundtrack going all over in my life. And the best moments, it's always a ska background. Who doesn't love ska and feel happy? These are the kind of moments that I use ska as my personal background. When you're a kid and dad says no McDonald's money, and then the blinker turns on and it's a surprise you do get to go to McDonald's. When you pet someone's dog on the sidewalk and they're like, he doesn't usually go to anyone. Ska music, immediately, you're so special. And with dogs also, if you see a service dog and you're like, I know, I can't pet you, but he's on a break, and the owner says you can pet him because he's on a break, and then you get to shout at the dog and you're like, oh, hard day, buddy, those taxes. That's ska music. All the best moments. And bad moments, I don't know what I would play. Kick-ass moments, definitely punk and bad, different kind of badass 90s hip-hop, I suppose. When my girls got adopted, ska music. What else? And find an onion ring in your French fries. Big time ska music. And if I'm refusing ska music, that definitely probably means I'm having a bout of depression, and you should check on me, because it's kind of like when you re-listen to a sad song, you didn't quite feel sad enough, where you're like, I need to feel the lyrics again. I'm so sad. I'm like, I deserve this. I want to wallow in this whole, I don't deserve happiness of ska. I don't know how anyone doesn't like it. I was probably like 13 or 14 when I got into ska, and it was like a shitty time. Life never seemed like it was going to get better. And the best therapy my dad ever gave me was dropping me in the alley, and by the venue, the Chance, like dropping me in the alley, ska show, punk show, pick me up, 2 a.m. in the morning. That is how I got through the teenage years. What was I going to say? So how happy it makes me, I want to show you. I'm going to change chords here. Sorry, guys. Okay. Bear with me.
I have anxiety for you because I've been here.
Oh, I'm getting it.
You may not have had anxiety until you pointed that out, Jess.
Oh no, it's real. No, I always have anxiety.
Just having a good moment.
Don't worry about it.
That was playing in her brain, and then
No,
music was playing in the background. It was a good moment.
I got it.
Like an
Just
onion.
added too much stuff though.
yes,
Hook it up. Hook it up. Hook it up.
Stop. Oh my God. Now you really did now make it worse. Here we go.
I always make
not a first time for me.
Okay.
You're getting heckled by ska people right now. How does that feel?
Actually, I'm gonna backspace.
This is crowd work.
All ska people are nice. I'm gonna backspace that. All right. This is my normal face, miserable. I finally got to see Catch 22, my bucket list.
Oh,
look at that face. Look how happy I am.
Oh.
Okay. One other time I can think of that I looked that happy I know exactly where I need to go.
Right at this moment.
Raccoon. Which, by the way, I think I look like Steve Carell from that. I think that's the happiest 2 times I've ever been. So yeah, Scott. And I
Are you wearing
started.
a conductor hat?
Picture.
I missed that. I don't know where it is.
A raccoon train.
Hanging out with the raccoon down by the
If
train
I was
track.
on a raccoon train, you know what song would be playing. It would definitely be ska music. And I mean, another example, I just started taking my nephew to ska shows. I'm raising him right. And he's a pretty nonchalant kid, right? And he's very nonchalant. He always looks serious, but he's really like awesome and funny. And where'd that go? I'll find it and get back to you. No, wait, I'm gonna find it now.
We can just look at the raccoon picture again because it was really cute.
It's so cute.
Never mind.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna screen share. Oh no! Oh, I thought the computer died. Screen share, screen. Start broadcast.
Oh,
I see.
Did someone say boring?
no. The way you
It's
said.
trying. Okay, wait, what?
I think things are about to get weird.
Things are gonna get weird. No.
I'm
Too
hoping
late.
so. Let's get it.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
There
We can
it
see your
is.
whole
All right,
desktop.
look at
Stop,
it.
stop.
There we go.
Normally,
What's going
God.
on now? Things are happening.
there's nothing
I
good
see
on
Hudson.
there. So
Does he have an alcoholic beverage though?
it's a Shirley Temple. Come on.
Okay, just
Dude, he's loving the sky.
Right?
He
I
is
never ever
loving.
see him smile like that.
Alcoholic.
I can't
And it starts.
stop share. I recently, my first stand-up ever, I had a Jeff Davidson joke. That's actually, I think, what Jess saw.
That was your first stand-up ever?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah. It was, dirty little secret. Let me share that.
For context, do you all know who Jeff Davidson is? Catch 22, Alone in a Crowd.
Oh, I'll explain it right here.
Yeah, I believe that we technically learn it from the history lesson.
You do.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear it? No.
No. It's
All right. The setup is that I'm talking about after a shitty marriage.
No, press play.
Okay.
It's okay. We're all friends here.
That's friends.
you might just have to do it for us.
Who me?
Oh wait, can you guys
We
see
can't
it
see
right
it.
now? Oh
No.
fuck.
Dan,
I
I
should have
don't
said
hear.
something. Louder.
I
I'm
did.
fixing it. Ah.
I'm glad
Oh wait,
I'm
I see you all
the
now.
only one that has these problems.
I would be fine. I just did this because I knew you felt bad about the Jeff Davidson, skedaddle. All right, you guys are going to see my whole screen again. Sorry.
That is not what's happening here.
It is. I was like, I'm going to take one for the team. She had a hard time.
Rory Rex says hello.
Why are we just seeing weird OnlyFans stuff right now?
What up, Rex?
Oh,
Sure.
it's my stuff.
I'm doing that like you're all doing that. I'm thinking of very niche people. I'm like Jeff Davidson, second singer of ska band Catch 22, 1998 to 2001. Yeah, little.
Wait.
little
Stop
nugget
for 1
of Jeff,
second.
if
Stop.
you haven't told.
But
And he's coming
before it
to my
goes any
house.
further,
We're not
start
going to
from the
bed. He's
beginning.
actually
We missed the very beginning, which
I'm
It's
sorry.
fantastic.
It's not that
Just
good.
let that go.
if people are watching it, they need to hear the beginning. Otherwise, the rest of it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Ready? Let's go.
focus. Let me try fantasizing. Let's see what that's all about. I don't think I'm doing that like you're all doing that. I'm thinking of very niche people. I'm like Jeff Davidson, second singer of ska band Catch 22, 1998 to 2001. Yeah, little neurodivergent, if you haven't told. And he's coming into my house. We're not going to the bedroom. He's actually playing with my dogs. Like, so sweet. He's down on the ground. He's like, should we take them for a walk? I'm like, oh my God. I mean, then we do go fuck really hard in the bedroom. And then we listen to He's Be Nice, which is really weird. That's not the album he's even in, but he's so humble, we listen to it anyway. All right, let's try someone new. Paul.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Stop looking at my screen, guys. Now you can see
Rachel, I'm
my
gonna have a
hands
panic
up.
attack if you don't stop sharing your desktop.
Trying to stop it. Okay,
You heckle it.
I mean,
it stopped. Right?
Just-
No, it's still sharing.
A ska panic attack.
Whew. So glad you guys didn't see my 1,000 dog photos.
Ska dog photos.
Okay, so I did achieve my goal with that joke. And by the way, one person in the crowd got it. Again, I'm aiming for one person. Like, I want to find the niche group. I'm like, it'd be awesome if Jeff saw this, and that'd be so funny. That'd be hilarious. So I tagged him, and I mean, he is so freaking nice that he messaged me like this sweet message. And I was like, maybe he's not married. Looks like maybe it was an old photo. He is, because his wife messaged me, and all I saw was, "Hi, this is Jeff's wife," and I was like, "Oh no!" And they're ska people, so of course she was actually lovely. She's beautiful. Blah blah blah.
Some music was blaring in the background.
Yeah. No. Like. Yeah.
What else?
And so she messaged, and she was funny, and ska people, of course, are going to be nice. She did agree for a threesome after that.
like you do.
Like
Is
you
that
do.
the next video? I don't know.
What's that?
Nothing. I didn't say that out loud.
Did you think that? Oh, all right. I added so much stuff. Sorry, I don't have it memorized.
Ska memorized.
I'm big on memorizing it, and I just kept adding stuff today. His wife, threesome. Here it was. And it went on and on and on.
Oh,
There you go.
There, I'm happy that I put that ad in. And so now I'm gonna be a sister wife. We're gonna get married at the 3rd Pioneer Valley. Buy your tickets. Taco Bell will be served. And I forgot the next best part of ska is obviously the dancing, especially for a nerdy white girl like me. It's the only time I can dance in public. It doesn't matter how you dance. Jess, you actually shared a video recently from that festival where I was dancing in it. And I was like, oh, look at me. I'm doing my classic Mr. Burns dance on video. Mr. Burns is probably better than me. He has a suit. I'm assuming it's tweed. And if you're like, you don't look like Mr. Burns, proof is in the pudding.
Ska pudding.
Ska pudding. Here we go. Are you kidding me? Dead on. That long, awkward hand, the nose, the look. It's why, I don't know, but that's what I look like in Jess' video.
you did the hand very well.
It's not, you're acting as though it's on purpose. Not on purpose. I make sure now that my hands are in my pocket, like especially if I'm on stage, hands in the pocket. I don't know what to do with them to make them not look like Mr. Burns. I was supposed to say Ska Exhibit 1. Oh man. That's too bad.
We never would have known that you messed that up if you hadn't called.
I know.
it out.
I wasn't. It's intrusive thoughts. I had to say
Then you
it out
just would have
loud.
went something, and it would have worked. So
Yeah.
What else was I going to say about ska? Oh, what's great about wait, what are you laughing at? I don't think it's
No,
at me.
it was the perfect. The line was paced perfectly. It was like this dead air, and then the zinger. But that wasn't even the zinger. What else is there to say about ska?
Oh, look
There's
who's
a million
a comic
things and
now.
nothing all at once.
What
That's
the
what's
heck?
so
Just take over,
fantastic
will
about
ya?
it.
Get all my laughs. What else I like about growing up though is not much about growing up is great. But when I was 13, 14, 15, really into, you know, that scene beginning, we were all into SLC punk so much that the worst thing you could be was a poser. So like now, and it's in my brain now, like that nephew I was talking about, I was like, hey, I get to pick out a song for my next stand-up introduction. I spent like 2 days, even though it's a 5-second introduction. I was like, here's my list. What do you think? And he was like, go with Blink-182. And I was like, you fucking poser. Why would you say? And I was, no, I don't need to hide that I can know the lyrics to Blink-182 anymore. I feel like I missed a good one from.
There's somewhere.
Pull them out. I'm gonna pull them out. Threesome. Jeff Davidson. About the no rhythm, and that's why it's okay for me to skank. I was supposed to. The next line was, "If you don't believe me, I had to pull over today because I was choking on my own spit," and that's a true story. It's bad. I think I've used up way past my time. But you know what? We never say goodbye, because then there will be no end.
Brought it home.
I brought
Landed
it
the plane.
And guys, please don't. Please.
Hey, was that
don't.
a reference?
Thanks, Rachel.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That song.
That
Please
song I
do
wrote.
not.
I'm just kidding.
Don't hit on my girl Kelly Davidson though, because she has a girlfriend now. There's my last. Yeah.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thanks, Rachel.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thanks for opening for our interview. Is this normally what this show is like?
A local opener.
This is
our
an
first time
experiment,
having
right?
an opener. The Impossibles seemed like they needed an opener, so we brought one.
Wait, what do
They're
you
like,
mean by that? What do you
I'm
mean by
not
that?
sure. I need
There's no
that,
time limit.
actually.
There's no time limit in ska.
So you've seen our show, our podcast then? Yeah.
Our show is always like, fuck all the rules. There are no rules, so we're just gonna let her
Very
go.
punk rock.
I purposely didn't have it flowing because that's kind of like
That's not
kind of the
yeah.
scene.
Yeah, you gotta keep it DIY. I get it. I
Flowing
saw that
is
and I appreciated it.
So I will take the reins here for a little bit, if that's okay, gentlemen.
Yeah.
So I wanna go.
Do you have a comedy set that you're gonna perform for us?
I can't even. I gotta go second to that. You know what I mean? This is gonna be tough. But I want to go down memory lane with you gentlemen for a little bit. I'm gonna go in the order. So the reason I'm on this podcast is because you guys specifically wrote songs that encouraged us to start The Boy Detective, to the point where there is 2 stories from both me and Nicholas, who is my guitarist / who started this with me. So I'm gonna start with his, because his is a little earlier than mine. Do you guys remember July 25th, 2000? Where you were? You were at a show in Ohio.
And where?
You were in a show in Ohio, in Toledo, Ohio, at the main event.
Sort of. I sort of remember this. Yeah.
You were in a crazy set because it was you guys opening Newfound Glory and Less Than Jake.
Oh, that tour was hellish. We can get into all sorts of stories about that tour if you want.
That was a lot.
We had a van catch on fire.
In the 2000 tour?
Yeah, on tour with Newfound Glory and Less Than Jake, yeah. But
and not in a funny ska sort of way. Like a real fire and brimstone, like sort of shit way, you know?
It was a really scary incident.
Scary, yes.
Yeah. No, I think I do remember. I do remember main event. Yes. Okay. And that was an awesome show.
So my guitarist was probably 15, 16 at the time.
Awesome.
And he said those 3 specific bands is the reason why he always wanted to be in a ska band.
Amazing.
So
Huh.
you guys specifically started this whole thing with him for punk rock. So
That's
thank
Better
that's
or worse,
incredible.
right?
thank you for being there at that show and doing what you do. And he said to this day, two things struck him more than anything else out of that show. And you guys were playing with Newfound Glory and Less Than Jake. So that's a lot to do.
Yes.
One was he loved your jerseys. Obviously, it's a big thing that you guys are known for.
Yeah.
And then the other thing he noticed was I never saw a cooler opening than just, hey, we're the Impossibles from Austin, Texas, and then going right into it. Okay. Now, fast forward.
Only works if you're from Austin, Texas.
I know, right? We're not. But 3 years later,
Hey,
this
Bad
band-
Operation did it. They're from,
Oh,
they're
that's
from
right.
New Orleans, Louisiana.
Okay.
and we stole it too for The World Is Flat, but it's
Yes.
a little different, but it's the same kind of thing for our album, Band from the Bathtub, which is a reference to Bad Brains too. But anyways, so 3 years later, my best friend, who was my guitarist in my horror punk band called Spaghetti Zombies, gave me a burnt CD from his older sister. Literally all it said was Impossibles Anthology. And I was like, oh, so this band must be pretty old if they got an anthology, right? This is probably like their whole like collection of like, who are these guys? And he's like, just listen to it, Benny, you'll love it. Because at the time I was in the Misfits and all the like Misfits and Clash and all this jazz. And I put it on, and the same thing happened. I was like, this is the coolest entry to any song ever, because you're saying your name. It's like the double thing. Like they can't forget your name now. They cannot forget who you guys are. And I just remember I was like, I love everything about this. So thank you, gentlemen. Those are the two stories from that.
That's amazing. I think Gabe and I are both humbled and grateful and thankful that, you know, we were influenced by so many bands in our youth, and to think that we got to influence another generation of musicians is incredible.
It's really strange being able to tell this story to you both, because I never thought I'd get the opportunity to explain this to both of you. And please tell the rest of your original band this, because it's important. Like,
we will tell Craig. And but, by the way,
Well, hi,
you-
Craig.
you were super into horror punk. So did you ever see the back of our first album? The back cover of it. So the back cover of it is basically just based off of me being like a Misfits and Sam Hain. I know it's not pronounced that way. Obsessive, and so the back cover is just us, like drenched in blood with baseball bats on a pile of all of our best friends who are also covered in fake blood. It's super gory, and I just always loved the juxtaposition of us playing this, like, you know, poppy ska rock stuff, and then having that be the back cover of our album. So I don't know. I think you were picking up on some vibes there, man. I think there was some connections.
We did one. She was black and white, and we used chocolate syrup.
oh, brilliant. Brilliant. So it was like it was a little gooey too, wasn't it?
Yes,
Just
but
like,
then the one that made the album was.
Yeah.
Want to be, you know. lots of
so
detail.
but here's the thing. And I know you guys got a lot of heat for it, at least back in what is
we
it?
got heat for something.
Hold on. Let me get there. So you guys came out with the ska album. You had a bunch of ska songs, and then you take a little breather, take a little winded breather, and then you come out with an album that has barely any ska, if not none ska on it, right?
Scott, you mean that awesome album Return?
Yeah, 100%. And I was going to actually, no, because I'm going to defend you. Me and Nick love Return to the point where I think Never is one of my favorite songs that you guys ever wrote, in my opinion. I just love that song. But I have to ask, did you guys get a lot of influence from Pinkerton for that album?
Oh yeah. I mean,
Okay. I was going to say, because there was a lot of like Weezer-esque. And I was like, I looked at the time frame of it. I was like, this makes a lot of sense.
I don't think you could be playing rock music in the late 90s and not be influenced by Weezer. Like Gabe bought me the Blue Album tablature, like the sheet music. That was like one of the I still have it. That's like one of the best gifts I've ever gotten, and I got it from my bandmate Gabe.
Oh.
Thank you, Gabe.
That's right.
So and then
Yeah,
then
Pinkerton was big for us for sure, but and even before that, um, the Blue album was super seminal. I think basically the way I always kind of described our sound is that we were like Operation Ivy meets Weezer, or like Operation Ivy verses with Weezer choruses, and yeah, so that was definitely a big part of it.
yeah, you guys have very, very big choruses, which has always been a plus for any of us that want to sing along to any of that. So, yet again,
Sing along with my big chorus.
Absolutely. And then sorry, Gabe, I'm going to go on a little tangent here with Rory. And then Rory, you get together with Jamie from Animal Chin and write the Stereo 300, which is another album that is near and dear to me. Specifically 300. I really actually like 300. But it was an incredible thing for you guys. And so when you guys came back and did your reunion in 2012, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to, I have little notes, but I was like, oh my God, like, I can't imagine being a part of that. So, okay, moving on to now, you guys got asked to do Supernova, which is incredible. And everybody's excited. Everybody's super stoked about that. Are you guys, is that the first time you've been off to that side of the States in a long time? Is the Impossible, like, did you guys do anything else other than the main show there in Texas for 2012?
Oh, no.
Okay. So this is the first.
No.
No, we did Fun Fest in 2013, which was one off, and then we did 2 shows in Mohawk a couple years before that. Was that right, Rory?
Yeah, we have not played outside of Texas or outside of Austin since 2000, probably 2001. It was like the last time we toured.
Are you guys super stoked? Are you nervous?
Oh yeah, I mean, I stoked and just like shocked to be asked and to be given the opportunity, and yeah, just super excited. And I know me and Gabe are really looking forward to playing on the beach.
Yeah.
Well, I know Gabe wrote something about he was really excited to have the Boy Detective play before him. That's what was.
That's what I've been. Yeah, I recorded that. I've been listening to it as a mantra. I'm like, it's all I'm talking about. My family doesn't know what's going on.
But anyways, we got asked, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be the coolest day of my life. So Nick is probably going to be a band. We're both going to be very probably nervous to talk to you. So I apologize about that already. So.
Well, you're priming the pump here. You got a lot of it of practice.
I'm just trying to get it all out. So give us, if you don't mind, can you kind of go through like the early years of like how all the albums kind of came up, and then did you guys took a break, right? In like 98 to 2000, is that right?
Yes.
And then 2000 to 2002 was when Return was kind of being played out, correct?
Got real played out.
Yeah, we started in the mid 90s, and we had a lot of fun, and then kind of got to a place where people were starting to look at college, like what's next, and like, or let's become adults. And so that was the first time that we broke up, and then that's when I went and did the Stereo with Jamie. Was me trying to keep things going there. And then me and Gabe came back together, and we started living in a 1-bedroom apartment. If you can imagine me and this guy in a 1-bedroom apartment, it was
great.
It was pretty great.
Best years of my life. Best year of my life.
But and I just we started living together with no real designs on anything, but at some point, just the idea of doing the Impossibles again came up, and
we were laying in bed looking at each other, and we're like, no.
Gabe was stroking my hair.
The twin size bed that you guys are sharing.
And we immediately got so much support from Fueled by Ramen, our label, and Less Than Jake. And that was like basically like right out of the gate, like Less Than Jake was like, we're going to take you on tour with Newfound Glory, and you'll be main support. I remember, I mean, that was just like being high on goofballs, just me and Gabe, like just so super stoked that we were being given, we are kind of getting all this back because it was super fun the first time, it just like sort of like came apart because of life getting in the way, and so getting to come back and do that again was really incredible. And then we did return, and that was during a dark period in ska. I did the In Defense of Ska podcast and really got my feet held to the fire for having ska shame. But it was at the time for me, like I was really into this idea that like bands need to evolve and they need to change, and I thought, I wanted to be more like the Beatles or David Bowie than, AC/DC. And so in my mind, all of that made sense where it's like, okay, yeah, we started out as this ska punk band, but we're gonna like evolve into this, more sort of rock thing. Um, and we eventually stopped wearing the jerseys and stuff. And in hindsight, that's all well and good, but I think we also kind of gave up some of what made us special and like what uh what some people loved about us. And I still think it's cool that we were able to do the Return album, and some of my favorite songs are on that record. But um it was definitely at a time where like ska was a dirty word. I mean, if you weren't there, it's kind of hard to even describe. It's like it was a real dark time for everybody.
Yeah. So now that you guys realize you guys got to put back on the uniforms, right? So there's a new ska album coming out this year, right? That's you guys are coming back. You're going to come out with a new album, a full length, something like that. The anthology part 2, like the true anthology.
So
Scothology.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase his question just to make it easier. So at Supernova this year, is there going to be music that's new to people? Is there any new tunes coming?
No plans. Yeah, we did a 7-inch in 2013, which actually had like a old school Impossibles ska verse, heavy chorus song on it called "Come Back." But that's the most recent thing that we've done, and it's a little tough now. Craig, who couldn't be here tonight, but Gabe and I love dearly. Craig, our bass player, lives in Portland now, so it makes it a little bit harder to be able to do that sort of thing.
You could just
going to be drumming at Supernova. This
Drumming?
is a question from the live chat. Yes.
Probably our buddy Jimmy, who
Santiago Vela III, who is the drummer for The Sword and played drums for Recover, and who we've known since he was like 12 years old, and is my favorite drummer in the world. So
there you go.
Hey, y'all, real quick, for some reason, I've done everything I know how to do, and I can't stop getting my computer to ding when somebody texts me. I'm trying to.
I can't figure it out either.
I've reduced interruptions. I've do not disturb. I just want you all to be aware that I'm aware, and I feel awful about it.
I don't think that the rest of us can hear you dinging.
I mean, I've heard
the ding. If there's an incessant ding, yes, it's me, and I'm aware, and I'm. Really,
and that's what I'm bringing to this interview.
Yeah,
you're aware of it.
I'm bringing the excessive ding to the interview.
Why do you get so many texts, Gabe?
That's all I've got. Well, that's enough. It's the scammers. They've been out in full effect. I keep like all this like stuff to do with like tree trimming. That's been the big one. I've gotten multiple tree trimming texts since we sat down here. I'm losing my mind here.
It's a big problem in Texas, isn't it?
Oh yes, the trees they're taking everything over.
I am curious though, like what has the reaction been to you guys being announced for Supernova? Have people come out of the woodwork? Like, are you hearing a lot of stuff? Like, what's happening in your heads and what's initiating that?
I'm trying to let you answer one, Gabe, because I feel like I'm
I'm
eating
going
up
to
all the
answer one.
oxygen.
Well, I'll tell you what. Every time, and this goes for our other band, Slow Reader. Every time we are playing or announcing something, it's always humbling and significant and wonderful that so many people seem to be so excited. And it means a lot because it means that people have been listening to music over the years, which is obviously the whole reason for all of this. And sometimes you forget that if you're not, you can go a long time not listening to your own music and not listen to, but it's like it's a strange thing that people are, have form a lot of like fun memories in their life. Well, we're listening to something that you worked on, and that means a lot. But yeah, it's crazy. And I've been rewatching some of the old shows, which I was barefoot during the show for like a month. I was like barefoot. I don't know. That's the only time I've ever done that in my life. So I was watching that. And yes, it feels wonderful and very nice, and excited to go to the festival and other things as well. So yes, that's
The cool thing, like I've gotten a few messages from people who like, couldn't have ever seen us, like weren't even really like show going age, even in 2012, and so like people saying like, I never thought I'd get to see you, and I can't believe that I'm finally going to get to that's incredible. You can't beat that. It's been really exciting, and yeah, I hope we get to do more of it.
I wanna say and somebody can fact check me, but I think that your last show was probably before the first Supernova. So have you guys
2013?
have you experienced Supernova personally?
No, I've seen videos which look amazing, and I saw that Slow Gherkin played last year, and I wish that I
Which
could
was
have been there
fun.
for
I
that.
got to see them.
Yeah, love a Slow Gherkin. Yeah. Has MU330 played?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Oh
so.
my God, Dan, get on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe this year.
I might take that back, actually. I need to look this up. I think talk
I will
amongst
do the
yourselves.
fact-checking.
Don't you have show notes?
I feel like they have. I'm gonna have to Google this real quick.
Type the
Have
keyword.
you guys? I'm curious then. So you haven't played since 2012, right?
13.
13.
In 2013, we played Fun Fest in Austin. Our buddy Graham, who runs Resound in Austin as a promotion company, put us on one of the last Fun Fests.
That's
I
fun
was
to
saying
say.
that 5 times fast. Yeah, right.
So have you been keeping up in the ska world, or have you moved on? Have you still been listening?
I'm still, I mean, I'm only tangentially connected to music a lot of the time nowadays, which is, that's on me. But honestly, it's like it's mostly podcasts that I listen to. But Bad Operation is a new ska band that I love dearly. Greg from that band uh, is a dear friend. I got to get on stage with them. They opened for RX Bandits here in Austin, and they let me get on stage, and they played the Impossible song 8 Ball, and I got to do like karaoke with them of that song. Um, so I feel sort of connected to it, but I mean the truth is, if I'm honest, we were never like super connected to that scene, even from the beginning of like our influences. Like for me, it was really like Operation Ivy was the alpha and the omega, and like and I wasn't going and seeing them at shows because they stopped playing in 1989 or whatever. So it's like that they were like so seminal for me, and then beyond that, it would be bands that we toured with and played with that became our friends. I mentioned MU330. MU330 was basically like our mentors. Like they taught us how to tour and be a band. And then me saying that, like I am not that story replicated itself all over the place. Like MU330 was huge for a lot of bands and getting up and going. But also like the Blue Meanies was another band that I listened to quite a bit back then. Yeah, so I think then as now, I am relatively familiar, but not enough to get Rachel's comedy about bands that are way bigger than the Impossibles that I just never weren't kind of on our radar, like never really got in the playlist.
So I'm being yelled at by everybody in the chat. MU330 did play Supernova in
2018. I looked it
in
up.
the rain. Apparently.
Well, it's time to do it again.
People are calling for 2026. I think it should happen.
I just want to hear KKK Highway live. That's what I want to hear.
Go right now.
Specifically in this market, absolutely. We need to hear that song.
You know, that's actually a very true point.
Before we move on, I do have a question
from
the live chat. I think it's Joe from Take Today wants to know if you are going to keep that beard going for Supernova.
It's a good question. This beard took me, let's see, I started growing this beard on New Year's Day. This is a 42-day beard. My tentative plan is to be beardless in our other group Slow Reader, and I'm going to be bearded for the ska shows. I think that's my plan, because I think if we're wearing jerseys, I don't want to be seeming like I'm like, I want to be definitely not youthful Gabe. I want to be like, show a steady progression. That's my plan. So, this is 42 days and it's pretty beefy, but thanks for I appreciate him.
You can pull it off with like a cutout thing. Like,
yeah, there you go. Look at that guy. Wowee.
Are you guys doing, let me rephrase that just in case. Are you guys considering doing other shows around Supernova?
That's a great question. Rory, do you want to answer this?
Do you want to
I'm not supposed to know.
I used the word considering, so.
Yeah, so we, at this point, Supernova is the one thing that we have for 2026, but we're open to more. And so, but we're kind of like exploring options with that. Like I mentioned earlier, our bass player Craig is in Oregon, and so that makes it, we're not going to be playing every weekend or probably doing any like actual touring, but doing some shows not in Texas is definitely something that we'd love to do more of.
So I know Michigan has this really good ska scene, and there's this band called Boy Detective who would love to do a show with you in Michigan.
Okay. All right.
So, no plug at all there, but if you want to come to Detroit, that would be a sick show.
Is the Shelter still a thing?
It sure is.
Okay. Let's talk.
Right.
You heard it here first, folks.
So Supernova, Philly, Detroit. Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah. The circuit.
There you go.
That everyone does.
Circuit. That's all.
We like it. Did you say Detroit?
I
Supernova,
said
Detroit
Philly,
Supernova.
Detroit.
I mean, they need a practice show,
keep
right?
going around.
Absolutely. And you guys could have like a fake name that night. You know what I mean? Like just like, wait, this is the Impossibles.
Like Unstoppables.
The Ska-possibles.
Unstoppables. I like that.
Pig Latin. How do you say that?
All right. So Benny, we're gonna make this happen. Is that what we're hearing?
I mean, they're the ones that
we're wheeling and dealing. Do you guys want to start talking like Guarantee and Ryder? Can I give you my Ryder now?
You give it to Jess.
There you go.
Okay. Jess works the riders for us.
And I'll just throw it on since we're on this topic anyways. If you guys are doing so much for the Supernova, if Benny Boy can come up and just like yell some of that with you, that'd be great. If not,
so much better.
Perfect. I'll just do that.
I've heard that like the punk rock thing to do is to just do it and ask for forgiveness later.
That was I don't know. Just
I don't know. I tried that once. It didn't work well for me.
So, anyways, I'm gonna put that out in the air. We'll talk in Virginia. No, we'll put it that way.
We'll swimming in the ocean, the Ska Ocean.
Well, we have to be in the Ska Ocean to talk about. Are you gonna go barefoot again? The beard barefoot?
Yeah. I guess I don't even. I guess so.
Real like Paul is dead vibes.
I pretty much wear Crocs all the time. Oh yeah, Paul. Yeah, no shit. I pretty much wear Crocs all the time now. So Crocs, you can get the sand out pretty easy. So it's not that big a deal,
Crocs rule.
Yeah,
Crocs
we're
rule.
Crocs. We're Crocs. Yeah,
Are you guys selling jerseys at Supernova?
we are
Oh,
selling Crocs at Supernova.
Jerseys,
Impossible
Jersey
Crocs.
Crocs at the Supernova.
I'm sure we're selling something. It's just a big merch. It's just a big merch scam. That's all it shows.
Merchandising.
That's all it is to be like in a
are they
band.
going to have the little pins or whatever Crocs used to have? Like the little
thinking
button
that
You can put your
Yeah.
numbers on the
Giblets?
I think you need like little Francis,
Say, Rory?
little Francis pins.
I didn't even hear what you said. It's fine.
What are the Crocs? The
Yeah, they're called
Crocs
something.
flare? It's
Yeah.
like giblets.
No.
It's like croc flare.
Should I stop
the little
guessing?
buttons.
That's exactly what
You
I'm
can
talking
stumble
about.
on something offensive somehow. Just by with syllables.
Yeah.
Impossible fighter robes. Like you guys come out like, and then you put
Oh,
robes, and then there's the jersey underneath.
Wait, so we've moved from the Crocs to fighter robes?
And we have
Yeah.
to play someone.
You
No, I
wear
like
the Crocs
that.
with them.
I thought we were going to get a croc pick going on. I don't. They'd be flying as
this.
people are skanking. It would be a good time.
Yeah, if you're skanking with Crocs, you got to put the flap on the back. You can't just.
Super glue. You
Those
super
bad boys.
glue them to your
I went to
foot.
Lowe's today, and I was like walking. I walked like one length of a thing, and I had to put the little flap up because my shoes. I'm having my toes are having to hold on to the. You know what I mean? Like this.
Mhm.
It's
You gotta grip it.
What's the front of your calf? Like what's the front of that leg called?
Your shin.
My shin.
I was thinking call it front of calf. So good
The
job,
front of the
Rachel.
calf. Yeah. Anyway, that was.
You could grow out the toenails and to like clip them in, and then
Ugh. Lordy.
I think you just have to put it in 4-wheel drive. That's all. That's
it,
the
baby.
strap back. Yeah.
well, they got those like cool new ones where you can have a shovel on the top for like shoveling your snow, and then a salt shaker in the back. So
Would you
laden
call
with some
that?
salt.
Would you call that cool? Yeah.
I think so. I think
Okay.
it's rad.
I wasn't sure if you were being sarcastic or not.
We are a bunch of ska people here, so
True.
I'm like, do these exist? Can I get them on fucking Amazon? I don't know.
Joking.
Yes, I do think we'll have jerseys at Supernova.
Way to bring it back in.
Thank
Way
you,
to bring
Rory.
it back in.
Trying to keep us on track here, everybody.
We could all buy jerseys.
I think I don't
Uh-huh.
actually I don't know because I think
Wait,
we had
my
we were
cat wants to see your cat.
Oh, there we go.
Hello.
I'm doing this from a random house, so I don't have my 5 cats here. I feel left
You
out.
got 5 cats? Oh man, that's good. Green. My wife says cats are green. Men with cats is a green flag.
Ooh, I say the opposite.
Oh, you think that's a red flag? Oh,
I
shit.
do. Well, if you have a dog as well, it's okay. But if you're a guy with just a cat, I'm like,
That's
I don't
awful.
know. I don't know why.
Wow.
Really?
I'm like,
So,
oh.
Things are getting.
I've got a blended family of cats. I had 2. My now roommate had 3, and
Oh,
that's how we end up with 5.
everybody loves each other.
That's how it goes.
That got really quiet after I said I had 5 cats. Really awkward. So let's talk about you guys being at Supernova again, shall we? So I haven't had the opportunity to see you live, but I have listened to the live album. What should people expect out of you guys live?
I mean, you could just listen to the live album. That's pretty much
Is
it.
that
I
is
wouldn't
it-
even really come to the show. Like, I don't really see the point.
shit? I'm not gonna pay no
There's
plan.
there's YouTube. There's the album. No, yeah. I mean, our shows are usually very high energy. We feed off the crowd a lot, and so I think that is gonna have a lot to do with it. And I don't know what to expect at all. I could see.
Let me help you. People are gonna be going fucking crazy. Just so you know.
I just have, I have this picture in my head of just a bunch of people with like crossed arms, because we're like, we're false ska. I feel like we're kind of posers, trying to show up at the Ska Fest.
Why is that? I know you said that's a joke, but why?
No, I mean, I just, like I said, like we were always kind of tangentially connected to the ska scene, and so like to be invited to play at like a ska festival is actually pretty weird for us. Like, it's wonderful, and I'm excited for it, but it's not the sort of thing that we really used to do back in the day. Like we never did any like all ska tours. It's so I'm hopeful. I hope you're right, Eric. You know,
I
No,
guarantee
people
it. I would
people are
bet
gonna go
double.
crazy for sure.
You're at least gonna see two people from the Boy Detective going absolutely bonkers and singing every song that you guys
There you
do.
go.
So
And one guy from SKAmedian next to them.
there you go, in the
He's
middle.
a little bit older, so he might
That's
be
3
taking, like,
people.
Just play Return in entirety. Just don't play any Scott.
It can all be done.
just
in
be
different-
dicks.
Yeah, take a song and
That'd be funny.
That would actually
Return
be
is
really
actually
funny.
such a good album. That would actually make me very happy.
yeah.
Well, I love that album.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I really like Connecticut because I like how you guys do the falsettos. And I've been I was telling my band we got to add more falsettos.
I
Love
can't
it.
even do that falsetto.
Perfect.
Yeah, Gabe has the pipes. I can't even do a falsetto.
Yeah.
Gabe, it sounds good. You're ready. You've been doing your
Thank you.
workout.
I've been practicing. I've been singing a lot. Gotta get ready. Otherwise,
But if you're shaved, does your falsetto even go higher?
I haven't had a beard. I haven't had a beard in like 5 or 6 years. It feels a little bit heavier. Like I lean in one direction. I just start walking in that direction. You know? Take a little getting used to. If I got to practice some good mic technique, if I'm going to be playing with this beard.
I have a couple of questions that I don't think we touched on yet, but I don't even know because we've like gone all over the place. First off,
Is it about farm animals or no?
no farm animals.
Okay, just checking.
First off, would there have been the chance of a reunion if Supernova didn't ask you to do this? Like, how did this work out? Were you already talking about a reunion? Did they take the lead on this? And it was like, yeah.
No, I'll actually give a shout out to a guy named Brian Pickard, I believe.
Brian Pickard's watching. He's
Okay.
Yes, say hi, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Shout out Brian, who reached out to me and was like, and I kind of knew about Supernova. I knew about it some, but he was like, you guys should play this year, and I was like, sure, if we get an invitation, maybe that would be cool. But like me, Gabe, and Craig had not really been talking about doing anything. Me and Gabe last year had done some shows with our other band, Slow Reader, and we played the whole album and did some shows here in Austin. But the idea of doing impossible stuff hadn't really come up. And then the next thing I know, Tim from Supernova is reaching out to me, at Brian's behest, and I was pleasantly surprised to find out that all of us, me, Gabe, and Craig, were all into it. It hasn't always been that way. There's just at various times it kind of hasn't worked out for one member or another, and like we hadn't been able to do it, but things just really kind of clicked for this one. So yeah, without that invitation, I don't know that we would really be talking about it.
We were all pleasantly surprised.
Oh, yes.
No, I really like Brian's my friend, and he never even told me this. I got to give a shout out to him because I think honestly, I think we all have bands that we want to reunite very badly, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think we're doing that work like he did. So kudos to Brian.
Yeah, Brian, get on Jesse and Lance next. Let's see if we can make that Operation Ivy reunion happen.
I like it. Next year, Operation. Well, they haven't announced all the bands for Supernova yet, so maybe.
Who is everybody's dream reunion?
That would be.
I want to know.
What's that?
Who is everybody's dream reunion?
Can they come back from the dead, or is it people who are
Good question.
I'm going to tell you. It could be
who? Sebastian Bach.
I feel like Operation Ivy are the only people who haven't taken the bait. Like I like honestly, I have a hard time. For a long time, I would have said maybe like refused, and then they came, or even at the drive-in. It's like all of those bands.
I'm hearing the Distillers in the chat. For me, it's the Ready Men.
The Ready Men from Oregon?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And they almost did last year for this Critic Fest, and then it didn't happen. I was so upset. But that's my
Yeah.
They slept at my house on tour, and we played with them. I think we played with them in like Copper's Cove or something, Gabe. Like,
Yeah.
I've never gotten to see them. I love them so
well,
much.
I have.
Yeah, Rory and I saw them. It was great. It was maybe in Copper's Cove, Texas. Maybe.
Maybe. Big maybe.
They're one of my favorite bands ever, still to this day.
Yeah, me and their guitarist, we were like Squire bros because we both had Squire guitars, not Fender guitars, because we were, broke punk assholes. And so him and I both had the Squire Strats.
Wow.
Squire Strat sounds like a condition.
It does.
I got the Squire Strats. Something fierce. Possibles reference.
You're doing
He's really trying to outshine me.
Non-ska.
He warned us that he was going to do this. He's trying to outshadow Rory today. Like he's gonna tell the real thing about his bronze medal.
Oh, about that. Yes. Well, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be quiet.
Do you guys have to like when you guys do like this kind of stuff, like when you play the Impossible stuff, does it put you in like a very like I guess what I want to say, does it put you in like a mind frame of like being back in those days, like coming from somebody who doesn't have that experience yet? Do you like, is there times when you're playing this music you're like, oh my gosh, I remember when I was such and such doing
What's it like, old man? What's it like when you play the music of your youth?
Please put a nickel in my jar and I'll tell you.
How are you able to play guitar? You must have arthritis.
It absolutely transports me back. I mean, honestly, when we're playing the songs, I probably get a little too adrenalized and go a little harder than I should, but it definitely transports me back. And I love, I mean, those songs are like in my DNA at this point, like it just all just comes so easily and naturally. And it's not always like that, like we've done plenty of other like reunion shows playing other music, and a lot of times it can be a little bit more of a stretch to relearn everything. But it's like the Impossible stuff it's just right there. It's in the muscles of my fingers and ready to go.
That's cool. Do you guys like change things through the years, or do you try to keep it as it was, I guess? Like, you guys change solos or anything like that?
For 12 years.
Yeah. We'll see.
Okay.
Maybe we'll ska up. We have enough songs where we could, if we're playing a ska fest, I don't know if we're going to take any songs that aren't ska and make them ska. Which
man, that would be the
opposite.
ultimate reversal.
Yeah,
sounds like a tease.
I know.
I like it.
What Benny was saying earlier is, I guess maybe I was not paying attention to people saying anything negative, but we did take some ska songs and make them not ska any longer. That's I guess that is egregious, huh?
A little bit.
Yeah, but
you went the opposite route.
We did. We
were de-ska-fied it.
Yeah.
But
to our great shame. To my great shame.
No.
Please say it was an 8-ball.
No, I think mostly it was like Plan B, right? Like basically doing Plan B, but which I feel weird every time I say the title of that song now, because it has a totally different meaning. Yeah. Plan B did not exist as a pharmaceutical when we wrote that song, but we basically just, instead like doing like palm muted guitar instead of the ska stuff. You can see, there's videos of it on YouTube of us playing in like Chicago at Fireside Bowl. But yeah, I mean, that came out again of that sort of like ska shame / wanting to evolve / getting too big for our britches and not knowing any better. I don't know.
If I could for a second, because we're gonna assume that maybe for a second we have some listeners who aren't as familiar with you guys. So if I could take us way back for just a second and ask a couple different questions. First, before the Impossibles existed, and you were just people who enjoy music, do you remember, can you tell us the first album that you owned that you were like, I love music, and really turned you on to being into music? And Rachel, feel free to I mean, I put you on the spot, so now you have to, but if you'd like to answer that question too, what was that piece of music that you listened to and it was like, I am into music now, this is amazing?
I would say the. Oh no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Everyone at once. 1, 2, 3, go.
I was still thinking. I'm still thinking. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, Jen.
I would say I didn't get into good music until right before high school. I think I had like a Will Smith Getting Jiggy with It CD and an Adam Sandler CD with Piece of Shit car on it until I discovered Operation Ivy, and that was it.
Nice.
Yeah. And we had a local band when we were mentioning who would you have reunite. I was thinking we had this local band called the Schematics that we all love to go see. Did someone say they know one? No. And they were like a group from New Paltz. And I remember me and my friends finding out that a lot of them were teachers. And then their song Jailbait became concerning to us, but we still loved them.
Nice.
This is giving me like really like group support or support group vibes, like support group for ska fans. and then I found Operation Ivy. I think I
was such a weird kid.
I think the thing that like got me into music, like full bore, it's such a boring Gen X answer, but it really was Nirvana Nevermind that kind of like kicked it all off for me. And I think you can kind of see that in the fabric of the Impossibles, the sort of dynamic stuff that we use from it. But that like it kind of went like Nirvana and then Operation Ivy and then Weezer and then like Elliott Smith and stuff kind of beyond that. But those are the big ones for me.
For me, Beatles, and growing up in Austin.
Who?
The Beatles, Rory. The Beatles.
Doesn't ring a bell.
I made the same joke.
The singer was barefoot, just like the singer of the Impossibles.
Oh.
So Beatles.
People say that about Paul McCartney all the time.
But also a big thing for me, probably, I've thought about this a lot recently because every time I see his face pop up on like Instagram or something, I'm worried if he's maybe no longer with us. But Willie Nelson, growing up in Austin, Willie Nelson was such a humongous, as far as we knew in Austin in the 80s, Willie Nelson was the most famous person on planet Earth. So for me, a lot of just as far as like, I don't think anybody's had a more tangible effect on sort of just melody and just to understand, like innate understanding of that. It was probably Willie Nelson, the Stardust album, which is a lot of covers, but a Redheaded Stranger. It was it's like I think about that being a really young kid. The first time I really, even probably early in the Beatles, like Willie Nelson was just so significant to me. So, you know, it'd be cool if it was upbeats, but you know what?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You know?
So how did you guys meet?
We met. I was going to Austin High School. Rory, are you 2 school years older than me, or like?
Well, I dropped out of high school and then just kept hanging around the high school. Like all the coolest guys do.
That guy.
Except he was working at the 7-Eleven. And yes, he was working at the 7-Eleven close to my high school, but also we just a lot of mutual friends. I don't know. It was the 7-Eleven real close to high school. But Craig went to a different school. I don't know, man. I don't know, Roy.
I was gonna say I think I might have seen Gabe play music before I ever met him. When he was playing in a hardcore band, he was playing bass in a band called Loophole. And yeah, seeing him at a DIY show, and then I think just like Gabe said, we had a lot of mutual friends and kind of we're all kind of hanging out in the same circles, and so eventually we met up, and the rest is history.
Just out of curiosity, do you guys remember the first Impossible show? And how many people were there? How many songs was it? Like, tell us about your first show. How did you feel about that show? What was the
Well, Gabe didn't play guitar.
And I I had my back to the crowd the whole time. Which in it, I didn't mean to, but that's sort of just how it happened.
Yeah. It was at a like a rec center style place in Austin that would have DIY shows. But actually, I mean, there were a lot of people there because the scene was so great back then, and everybody kind of showed up for everything. And I'm pretty sure we got to play with Fourth Grade Nothing, who were like one of my favorite local bands at the time. An amazing band that their record, they made one album that never got released because they signed a horrible contract with a crooked producer.
Their song are in Biodome. If you watch Biodome, that's who.
But yeah, Gabe didn't play guitar yet. I mean, we fixed that real fast. I think by the second show, Gabe was playing guitar. But yeah, it was pretty different. You know, we didn't come out fully formed by any means. We were still definitely working it out and figuring it out.
You guys just said something that I'm going to go on a stump speech for a second, and then we'll go back to our. But you said something. You said like everybody came out for everything, and I think as we look at like our scenes, that is so important nowadays. I think that and Benny can attest, I believe, when you look at like the Detroit side of things, like people show up. It doesn't matter who's playing or what's going on. People are going to show up and support those shows. And I don't see that, unfortunately, in other parts of Michigan, at least.
Not in Philly either.
At least without the passion that we see it in the Detroit area. And I think that's lacking. I think that regardless of who's playing or the mesh of bands, if you want a scene in your area, hence our tagline, you need to be part of that and show up to the shows. And I even think early on, like Boy Detective, like you got a following because people showed up and just kept coming, and it's grown from there. Would you agree, Benny?
Yeah, the detectives have gotten extremely lucky with Michigan ska, but a lot of them are based Detroit wise, and they have gone to bat for us. They went to Supernova last year with shirts of the Boy Detective, even though we didn't play.
Oh,
and signs with my face on it. So
Philly.
that's they're doing
I'm not sure
this.
where mine is.
And it's so humbling. And so like people are kind of like, we're getting tired of hearing about you guys, so please play it so we can stop talking, so people can stop like asking us to have you. Like, and that's an incredible thing. The sad part is, and I'm sure a lot of you will remember this, but when I was right out of like right in high school, the second I could go to a show, I was there. You know what I mean? I think there was a different, you know, we didn't have all the, and I know I'm a little younger, but we still didn't have internet the way it was. So like we were going out, we didn't all have cell phones and electronics and stuff. So we wanted to go to the local shows. And if there was 2 shows, hell yeah, you get 2 shows, you know, and usually they were free. And you don't see that as much. And I think I would definitely challenge people out there, like, go to shows. Specifically, ska shows are crazy. They're a lot of fun. You get to meet very awesome people. I wouldn't be talking to all of these people tonight if like ska and punk didn't change my life. So do that. I do have a question for Gabe and Rory.
Wait, who do you have a crush on?
I got a crush.
That's what I thought I was going to do.
Well,
it is, whoa, what are we going to get out of this?
Valentine's Day week. Hey, you know what?
Yes, leave it alone.
I would be the luckiest punk here. When you guys write music, so specifically for the Impossibles, do you guys write it together? Do you guys like write half the songs and then like bring it to each other? Like, how does that work for you guys?
let me feel this one. Rory is the more than anything else. Rory is the brains behind the Impossibles. When it comes to music, when we first started and for a long time after, was not a songwriter. Mostly what I was contributing were vocal melodies here and there, and I was adding my, my sensibilities. But by and large, Impossibles are Rory's creative vision, and then it started from that, and also sprinkle in Craig Tweedy, maybe the finest bass player I've ever seen with my own eyes. So, and all of his bass lines, but that would be. I didn't want Rory to have to try to make it out like it was equal load. Rory, most of the stuff you're hearing in Impossibles is by design. It's like his shit, which is awesome. I learned how to write by watching Rory write for the Impossibles, basically.
So we're on both the lyric side and the.
Oh yeah, I wrote lyrics
side.
for a few songs, but my big coming out was Slow Reader. So like Rory, but like
which is incredible and kind of, in my opinion, better than any of the Impossibles records.
It's all there's a room. The rising tide lifts all, but it's all good. But basically, watching Rory write in his little decomposition book is what he wrote. His composition book, but he wrote D right in front of the composition. Watching him write lyrics when he was like 18 and I was 16, and watching how he approached lyric writing was pretty significant. But Rory would bring basically basic songs to the band, and then Craig would do magical stuff with it, and sometimes I would finesse melodies out a little bit more. But yeah, that's basically how it went, and it just sort of cobbled them together. But yeah, anyway, I don't Rory have to talk about how he like dance around the fact. Yeah, a lot of this, that's what's really impressive. It's really impressive about thinking about that time period too. He's being a young buck writing all this shit.
Yeah, that's wild. And as a funeral director, I love the decomposition thing. So I'm all about that.
You're a funeral director?
Yeah, I'm a funeral director and embalmer.
Oh, licensed. Good for you. That's fucking wild, man.
That's punk rock.
It's very wild. And then they're like, wait, you're a singer of a ska band? Like, yeah, hell yeah, dude. Life and death, baby.
You're like Mort from Bob's
Yeah.
You really took that Misfits horror thing and ran with it.
I'm a fourth generation, so like I was born and raised in funeral homes.
That's
so like, of course we were in the horror punk band, and it was it was me and my other two brothers in the band. That's singing about zombies and vampires, and yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
I'm trying not to make a My Girl reference right now. I'm biting my tongue.
so going to My Girl, because that's how I always explain it. My daughter's name is Veda. Specifically that movie, and it gets even crazier. My wife, ever since she was a girl, if she ever had a girl, she wanted Veda. Even before she met me, even before she met you, a funeral director. And then my son is named Romanoff, my cousin, but Roman was Dan Aykroyd's character in Great Outdoors too. So like, there's like so references to My Girl, and the best representation of a local funeral director is Dan Aykroyd in that movie.
Nice. There's a really obscene line that he says in that movie that I say all the time, but I'm not going to say it right now.
Say it.
I don't
think it.
Double dog dare you.
I loved his line when she's like, "How did you get the seats?" Or like, "These are good seats. How'd you get them?" And he's like, "Who do you think we took these seats from in the bingo lounge?" I love that line so much because funeral directors are so dark humor on everything. There's a line there's a part where she drops the basketball in the morgue. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yes.
And like he's talking to the assistant the first time she gets the ball back. And I was like, man, that is so Dad and I talking about like things that are going on in the community while like we're embalming, and talking about this person telling their story and stuff. It's like, oh my God, like people don't have any idea like how like respect and stuff goes into that. But I thought that movie did a wonderful job.
Awesome.
What was the line though? Gabe, you're going to get me going.
We talked before about the internet's forever and not to say things.
Okay.
If you type it to me, I'll say it.
No, it's okay. For once, it's all good. Everybody go watch that movie. Go watch that movie, and you can imagine what would Gabe think is hilarious. It'll be your guide. It'll be a good opportunity. A good movie to watch.
You're gonna get a random like message from me, and I'll be like, "Is it this?" And you'll be like, "Yeah,
I'll tell you.
Will you just text us the line so we all know?
I'll tell you it's Supernova.
Okay.
It's
You know,
it's incredible self-control. I don't
We're
think I have
gonna be in the ska beach, and I'm gonna tell you the
you
nastiest.
can whisper it while I'm like doing the high so much parts. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what's gonna happen. Yeah. If I can hit those notes with my beard.
That's gonna be the hard part.
Weighing you down, man.
Right.
I drop my glasses a lot, and I always reference Thomas J can't see with every time they drop. I go, Thomas J can't see without his glasses. Like once a day, reference that.
Oof.
We didn't talk about this. Rachel, are you going to Supernova?
I
About it now.
have been thinking about it. Yeah.
Oh, you should.
I missed it. I know.
You could just lie and say that you're gonna go see us, Rachel. You don't have to, like, no one's gonna hold you to it. You don't have to make us look like
I do that all the
fools.
time. I'm like, I'm gonna be there, and then I don't go.
That's me with Philly.
We do have you mentioned Bad Operation. They're going to be in Albany soon. I have tickets to with, I think, the Palms and.
Yeah, they're going all
Come
over.
this way.
Yeah, I'm gonna see them in Philly in June. I do want to backtrack to lyrics though, because we were talking about lyrics and how Rory's responsible for most of them. And I'm a lyrics girl. I'm curious. Are there, I know like your songs are probably like your children and it's hard to like pick favorites, but do you have maybe 2 songs that you want to dissect for us?
Oh my gosh. I'll just say that the whole time you were bringing up lyrics, I thought that you were going to bring up some problematic lyrics in the song so much that me and Gabe have actually been talking about how we're going to change because, it's tough. Like when you're 19 in the 90s and there's this kind of like I was raised on these like 80s movies where like, Ducky and 16 Candles is the big underdog and John Cusack is like the most romantic guy ever. And then you kind of get older and you sort of realize like those guys were kind of like felt entitled in a way that they shouldn't have. And like like women don't owe you jack shit. Ducky or Lloyd Dobler. And I think as a result of being raised on those and like me seeing sort of romantic things this way, and it's funny that I'm taking this in this direction because I'm basically like outing myself for something that I'm sort of embarrassed of. But in the song so much, there's a line that I thought of as being trying to basically like talk down about this like person in my mind that was with the girl that should be with me because I'm so much nicer and so much cooler, and that's exactly that sort of like Ducky John Cusack sort of like mentality that I now realize is just like really toxic. And so anyway, you're asking if I can dissect any of them. Like I don't want to dissect that one, but I do just want to say that that we are like actively planning to change that up at the show because I just don't want we don't want to sing that line anymore.
That's funny because not funny, but I know like I've heard this from the Suicide Machines with the Van song. Like they didn't want to sing certain things from that song, so they didn't sing it for a very long time. So I mean I understand like things change and people make songs when they're very young,
And I fucked up and I put it in like our most well-known song, like the one song that if you know who the Impossibles are, you probably know the song so much. But yeah, so I just wanted to call that out really quick since we're talking about lyrics. And I guess I have a guilty conscience and I want anyone who might be curious to know that that is something that we're like aware of and wanting to do better on. But and Hillary, hi Hillary, is giving. I don't know if she's trying to give me a pass by calling out that Pinkerton has problematic lyrics too, but I don't know if that makes me feel any better.
And I'm not condoning this by any ways, Rory, when I say this, but it is kind of a thing that was happening with a lot of the bands that you ran around with. Specifically, if you look at a lot of those lyrics, it was presented differently. And the problem is now, specifically as you get older and you realize, like you're saying, like women don't owe men anything, regardless. They have their own. So like, for you admitting it, I think that's the real key at this point. You know what I mean? You can't go back and change how you were at 19. You know what I mean? You can't. In perfect world, you could, but it's just not how it is. But things were different. I'm not saying that's right, wrong, or indifferent. Obviously it's wrong, but I'm saying, like, at that time, I'm just trying to be a little more empathetic to your situation, if that makes sense, because it was a different time.
In the end, for what Benny's saying, like, you know what you know at the time that you know what you know, and once we know different, we do better, and that's where we're at, like, right now. And that's
you were very.
That was very poetic.
Yeah.
It's also weird it's just kind of a strange thing for us to be doing, like, songs that were written when you're a teenager, you know, I got a little bit of a late start with songs that I was actually writing lyrics to, but they're songs that we still are doing now. And they're songs about being in school and being like high school and referring to, you know, like a girl, like saying the word girl as opposed to like woman, which is just like, you know, but it's really literally like a high, like, it's been going for a long time. You know, it's a nice thing that people still listen to music that was done a long time ago. But yeah, it's like we were kids, you know.
Yeah.
But
so I take your question.
So
that being said, are there any songs that are near and dear to your heart that you would like to dive into?
I'll really I'll really shift gears for us here. And I'll say, like, Francis is still it's probably one of our silliest songs. It's about my teddy bear who.
Where is he?
If I had thought about it, he's
somebody asked if Francis would be coming to Supernova.
Okay, hold on. I
gotta
take
buy his Joyce Manor album that he's hiding back there.
A controversial.
I think I put it Francis on the promo picture.
This is not a ska song he's talking about. This is a
yeah. It's like, Francis.
Oh,
he's got his little bear.
My heart has just melted.
I showed my cat, but Rory's got a bear.
That's awesome, Rory.
So
49-year-old man, everybody.
My favorite part of this whole podcast right now. Thank you, Rory.
I want to propose something. We had a band on last year before Supernova called Killer Diller, and they have a mascot. And we took that mascot, we kindly crowd surfed the mascot around Supernova.
Oh.
I took care of Cecil very well.
No deal, sister. No way.
Francis is not moving. He's not.
Rob from ME330. I took Francis on one tour. And Rob from ME330 kept going, I want to fuck that bear. and then he stole him at one point. I was like, okay, I'm never taking Francis on tour again.
No one is going to fuck your bear if you bring him.
MASKAT.
Mascot.
That's gonna be the new thing that people put in front of their faces is gonna be Francis in front of their faces while you're looking out in the crowd. Yes. It's a bunch of Francis.
I will definitely bring the bear to Supernova. I'm sure nobody's gonna fuck it.
I'm gonna agree with you. Actually, I think Francis will be safe.
Yes, Supernova people what are ska people, Rachel? They're super nice.
They're so nice.
Are they the type of people that would
when they're fucking teddy bears, they hear ska music?
That's the question.
He sold the Killer Diller, like mascot. We took very good care of him. He made it back to the stage in one piece.
His bear already got traumatized, though.
People actually got bored of crowd surfing.
Hold on. Hey, Francis, do you want to go to Supernova? Oh, you don't? Because you're afraid that someone's going to try and fuck you? Okay. All right. That's cool. Sorry, guys. Not going to happen. But the lyrics to Francis is an actual true story. The lyrics are, I bought him at Thrift Town for 65 cents.
He came dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He came with a past.
Much like Rob from ME330.
Oh,
Francis came dirty. Anyway, we don't have to break all of it down, but
It's a
How
pretty
do we
woman
transition
story.
from fucking the teddy bear? I don't know.
we had little Francis teddy bears that we sold as merch for for one tour. And they had little knit Impossibles jerseys on them.
That's
That's
Okay,
a rare merch item for you there. If you're
somebody in the
looking for
comments, take a picture of your secret Francis at home with the Impossibles jersey. Somebody's got to have one.
Oh, I think you're probably
Somebody's got to have
it's either
one.
going to be Hillary or Joseph from Take Today. Somebody has one.
I'm actually hugging one in my lap.
It's going to
just
be
not letting anyone
MU330.
see.
You say you have it, Rachel?
It
Is
might-
that-
I'm actually holding it in my lap. You guys you just can't see it. And it's like, it's a whole prank, just that.
It might actually be Brian Pickard. I'm just saying.
Have you ever not opened a show with 8 Ball?
Yeah,
Yes.
we opened the whole after when we came back, it was Highway the
Plan
Boston,
B.
Austin, Texas. Burn up. Oh, no, wasn't it?
Oh, was it? Oh, okay. No, you're right. Yeah.
Right.
You're right. Never say goodbye.
But you would keep you still would use the hey.
Hi, we're the
Impossibles.
Impossibles from Austin, Texas. Yeah, that part never. That was
I love
always.
that. I think
I
it's
mean,
so-
apparently, it's like our claim to fame.
Yeah. So how many bands have used that since?
nobody
Number
needs your
one.
songs, Rory. We just
Only two I know of. Yeah.
I think the boy detective should
The
open
Boy
with
Detective
Lisa.
uses it. I know Bad Operation uses it, but it's your voice, correct?
Well, yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll play it. We'll probably play before you, I'm assuming, and we'll just be like, "Hey, we're the Impossibles from Austin, Texas," and then just play the Boy Detective stuff, and then you guys do, "Hey, we're the Boy Detective from Southeastern Michigan."
Rory, that was because of Green Day,
That's
right?
what
It was because of Green Day said, "Hi, we're Green Day from Berkeley, California." Right?
Yeah.
That's what you told me. That's why we started. Because
Yeah, maybe.
Green Day.
So Benny,
Oh,
That's how Green Day would introduce themselves.
so
that's-
real question, Benny, is that why you guys introduce yourselves that way?
100%. 100%.
Really?
Yeah, and that's why we have the crowd.
And I have so for the band here, literally every time I see them, I want to say that is the introduction. So
It
you
is.
had that impact on Benny.
100% steal from you guys. 100%. If you guys want to sue us, you can. You will get $10.
Yeah, I think we're gonna sue you for that one, buddy.
Real
Francis
lucrative.
might. Francis
Real
seems
lucrative.
like he's vindictive on those things. No, that 100%. We literally, I told you, both Nick and I, that was the first thing we gravitated to from your guys' stuff. We thought that was such a rad way to start an album, right? Because that was the cool part. Like, you guys put it in your album. Like, you took the time to, and I guess my question is, did you guys take a clip from an actual live show?
Right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
and it's only on Anthology. So the original self-titled LP doesn't have it. We grabbed it from just someone had probably like a VHS camcorder like this big shooting one of our shows at probably Liberty Lunch in Austin. And
So when you heard Bad Operation do it, or did they so
no. I think he did it for Bad Operation.
they sampled our record and but then dubbed over the end of it.
Okay.
So it's me saying hi, and then
Gotcha.
bad operation from New Orleans, and then
Did they
when you
did they
heard the Boy
surprise you with
Detective
it,
do it.
or did you know it was going to happen?
Barry from Joyce Manor sent me a Brooklyn vegan article about Bad Operation, and it had like a link to the first song on the record, and that had that on it. And he was just like, I'm sure everybody sent you this. And I was like, no, I haven't.
First I've heard.
I was like, wow, this is crazy. And then reach out to them on social media and became fast friends. They also, they've got the full like jumpsuit thing and stuff, and I think of us as kind of like spiritual cousins or something.
It's awesome. You got the north of the states, the south of the state. We need somebody in the East Coast to do a Impossibles. Then we can have like the full square going on.
Yeah.
I have no musical talent, but I did start a band called Skankersaur just in theory with a friend.
That's
Maybe
awesome.
that can take off.
Theoretical, theoretical
Yeah,
music.
we just
I went
she
into the
yells
band
and I
actually
hit
for it.
guitar. It's a great name. Someone should take that actually.
Oh goodness, I used to get skanker sores all the time.
It's from the Dirty Bear. Have you ever touched it?
Oh,
Stop taking Rory's bear. It's been around.
Very clean, very nice.
There are people in the chat asking for Francis right now. He's back. Cool.
Rewinded about 5 minutes for Francis. Yeah.
Have you ever had to put any more stuffing in him, Rory, or sew him up?
No.
Never had to.
No.
But
I don't like where this question's going.
No, I did not mean. Well, I was about to admit, like one of my kids had a Curious George for so long that it was multiple times had to like. But one time I put some stuff in his. He basically gave him a big old butt, big old bubble butt. Curious George,
Like more of like a baboon version of
sort of,
Curious George. Nice.
Basically, it's still in there. Yeah.
so back in the day, so you were in Michigan, you played the shelter. So it sounds like, have you, over the course of touring, where else have you toured the whole states back in the day, or did you stay towards one area?
We went all over.
Our biggest our biggest shows were Austin, Houston, and Chicago. And then but yeah, we toured all over. I mean, we even played like in Fargo, North Dakota one time with J Church. So yeah, it just all over the United States. We never got outside of the US, but especially like on that Less Than Jake Newfound Glory tour, I feel like we covered a lot of ground. And obviously
there was a tour bus that got on fire or something.
No, a van. We had broken up from 98 to 2000, and we kind of like on a whim we're like, yeah, let's do it again. And so we had to ramp up really quickly to jump on that tour with Less Than Jake and Newfound Glory. And so I took $2,000 to San Antonio and bought this van from a guy who was kind of like, you're gonna drive this like all over the country, and like I could kind of tell that he like was hesitant to sell it to me, like he was gonna have like a guilty conscience because something was gonna happen to us. But I was too young to care, and so we took it, and I think it was in Connecticut or like somewhere on the East Coast. We were going up a hill, and it overheated / had an oil leak. And so it was like a stream of fire behind us, like an oil slick. And we got out of the van, and we were just like freaking out. We didn't know what to do. We didn't obviously have like any sort of experience with that. And a trucker just pulls over in front of us, gets out with a fire extinguisher, and just like coming over, and he looks like almost kind of pissed off. He's just like, "Arr," and then he like shoots, like puts the whole thing out, and then just goes back, gets in his truck, walks away or drives away, doesn't say like 2 words to us after like completely saving us, because if he hadn't done that, the whole thing would have just like completely gone up in flames. But we ended up having to just abandon that van. Yeah. And then we bought another van. Fuel Bar Ramen was like helping us, I think, to work through all this. And we got a U-Haul, and we drove a U-Haul to our next show with Less Than Jake and Newfound Glory. And
before Fuel Bar Ramen had 24 million YouTube subscribers.
Yeah, it was slightly different on Fuel Bar Ramen before Paramore and Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco and 21 Pilots. Just slightly. And so we bought another van for $5,000. So we're like, okay, we learned our lesson. Like no more $2,000 bands. Now we're gonna get a $5,000 band.
It's impressive that a ska band had $5,000.
I don't know that we had it. I think I think what we were doing was we were using money that we owed Fueled by Ramen for the CDs that we had sold. So it's like we were basically like they were like loaning us money in sort of a backwards way.
They're like, yo, Rory, how many bears we got to sell to get up to 5? New bear.
And then we finished that tour, got that, and managed to get home with that van, and then it completely died almost immediately. So we had bad luck / bad decision making when it came to vans.
The Impossibles didn't have a private jet back then.
No, but we didn't die, and that's the important thing.
What's interesting to me a little bit here, going full circle, is the influence of Less Than Jake, because you've been talking about
sure.
with Less Than Jake, and Boy Detective also has some connections to Less Than Jake, and will be playing.
Can you get me into a show?
Very soon with them.
Rory, you can come to any Boy Detective show you want at this point.
I'm in a Less Than Jake show.
Oh, well, yeah.
Kidding.
Well, yeah. Come to Wake It.
You won't let me into the shows, Benny. What the fuck?
What if Roy took you up on that, but he was very insistent that you also give a +1 to his bear, like his. It wasn't just like a little like no, like he was really serious. You had to use a spot for Francis,
and you had to like put him in the actual seats in the back of like France. Oh, Francis always gets this spot.
Yeah.
Like we're playing Wake and Bake with Less Than Jake next month.
Cool.
Roger produced Disco Lunch for us,
which is
recorded and produced it, and it was wonderful.
Roger rides so hard for our band, and so does Chris, and I mean, like all the Less Than Jake guys have always just been, obviously Vinny, like from the beginning with getting with us signing with Fueled by Ramen and everything. Like the Less Than Jake guys have been phenomenal to us, and yeah, I mean, I think of them as like a cornerstone of that whole scene that we were a part of.
So this is what's going to happen. Less Than Jake, you're obviously listening to this. This is what you're going to want to listen to.
Nothing better to do on a Thursday night.
Nothing better to do. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a Detroit show with the Boy Detective opening, the Less Than Jake supporting, and then Impossible's headline.
I'm pretty sure that Less Than Jake is still.
Hey, but I'm just saying that
either for argument's sake,
we can flip the back too if you want to. That's fine. Whatever you guys want.
If Less Than Jake cannot make it for some reason, can we still get the Impossibles in Detroit? It may be Rachel doing a set.
Eric, I don't know. I think you're starting to jinx it at this point. Like we it was starting to work out. It was starting to come together, and now we're talking about it too much, and it's sort of feeling further away.
I'm sorry, man. Can I not do comedy because I really want to be just a hype girl as a dream. Like I just want to dance the whole time.
You could be like that, the dancing guy.
Yes, Boy Detective, you don't have a hype girl.
Actually, Boy Detective has a hype band. If you haven't seen them,
yeah. Still, you need one person who does nothing but dance, and it
Rachel,
could be
I applied for that job.
For you to be our hype girl. But yes, absolutely. No, you had some awesome. You got to obviously tour with Less Than Jake and Newfound Glory. Was there other? You said MU330 was kind of like your mentors. What other bands stick in your mind right now that you guys got to tour with or play with?
This band from Austin called Gals Panic was a hugely important for us. But Rory,
do y'all know Gals Panic?
No, I do not.
Oh my God. They were huge for us. And as far as
they're Devo ska.
Taking the show audio and putting it at the beginning of Anthology, that's a Gals Panic move, because Gals Panic had a song called Scoliosis Skank. It's fantastic. And at the beginning of it, it starts with Lance Fever, the singer, saying, "This song's about Jeremy's back." And that whole thing, that was show audio that they used on their record leading up to that song. As far as I know, they only have like 2 songs on streaming now because thank God for Steven Soderbergh. Steven Soderbergh put them in a movie called The Underneath. And so on the soundtrack for The Underneath, that's like the only place
You're
that you
right.
can currently stream Gals Panic. Go listen to it. They're an incredible ska band. And yeah, you know what? I do them a disservice by saying that like Operation Ivy was the main influence, because Operation Ivy musically really huge for our songwriting, but as far as like bands that we would go see locally that were kind of like doing the sort of thing that we wanted to do, I mean, they were fantastic. I don't even know that we got to play with them all that much though, because they kind of fell apart right as we came together.
Yeah, they were as far as just like unique bands go. I've never seen another band like them. I don't know if I ever will. You know, just the strangest, weirdest band. Yeah.
Well, what was the scoliosis pun? Was it scoliosis? Did you say?
I don't think there was actually a pun. I don't think there was actually a pun. In it. It was just about. It was about the guitar player Jerm had pretty gnarly scoliosis.
I have a whole bit about my back brace. I have horrible scoliosis. Don't be sorry. I just felt very like there was like inclusivity. Like
I can't tell.
Very included. Look at the Mr. Burns picture. That's part of what makes it. But that's hilarious.
Right.
I feel seen. That's all. I like it being mentioned.
Well,
it didn't make me very popular though.
I extremely look forward to playing with you gentlemen in September, and I'm glad you guys did it. I'm glad that it all worked out.
And if Eric doesn't jinx it, maybe beyond September.
Whoa.
Maybe in September at other places.
Well,
like Detroit.
Here's a thought.
Detroit is the place to come. Can we just set up the Impossibles for Detroit right now?
Impossibles for Detroit and then Chicago, because you said Chicago was your big spot.
Well, what the fuck happened to Philly?
Yeah, what about the Northeast?
And Grand Rapids on the way.
We're not going to push. We're not going to push them too much here. We're just
Philadelphia during the very anti-ska time.
There you go. Oh, in all seriousness, if you're going to do Detroit, you need to hit Grand Rapids because it's on the way. You need a place to sleep.
See, you're going too far, Eric. It's too much.
You know what? It's not always about you, Benny. This time it's about me and my needs.
You need a place to sleep. Hey, can you want to know?
I got a house.
I got a good. You know that band Propagandi. A lot of ska people don't like Propagandi because
I love Propagandi. I love them.
Propagandi we played with them and I went up on stage when they were playing Ska Sucks and I sang with it, but they stayed at my house, my parents' house, and I was like talking about it, and the singer was like, you know, man, he's like, I love ska music. It's good, it's great music to dance to, but like, so I always want to tell people that because a lot of people are still wounded by that song. Yeah, you know, I mean, I don't know.
I feel like it's more accepted now than it was 10 years ago. I don't even know.
I don't know if that's true. We just accept it.
Well, if you know the story behind it, it's like a hyper local story. Like I was on the Propagandi podcast where they like broke down the whole story behind Ska Sucks. It's like hyper specific. Like there was a band like, you know, in their scene that they were basically just, you know, clowning on.
Called the Impossible.
Called the Impossible. And that band was
called
the
Impossibles. Called the
Ex-Impossibles.
Yeah. Fucking guys.
Yeah. Cease and desist this motherfucker.
That is a great name for a band. I'm gonna go back to that. Cease and
desist this motherfucker.
Letters. The cease and desist letters.
Yeah.
Gotta be start with a V and end with an S.
Yeah.
All band names.
All band names.
Yeah.
Possibles. The Less Than Jakes. The Newfound Glories.
I still don't know what we're talking about.
The Suicide Machines.
Suicide Machines. Yes, thank you.
Really? Did you have to add that in?
I had to.
Catch 22. There we go.
Yeah. There you go.
That doesn't fit.
I mean, it kind of does just for us.
Yeah, just for this little comment.
Yeah,
that's right. Show the thing again.
Oh, people are helping me out in the chat. Grade. We did a whole tour with Grade. That was incredible. Those guys were awesome. Movie Life was also on that tour. Those guys are great.
Yeah.
I don't know who Ensign is. They must have played a show with us with Movie Life and Grade. But yeah. Love those dudes.
Yeah.
I feel like there's good things to come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm feeling optimistic about the future too.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
You mean like You mean like hyper specifically, like with us, or you mean like the world at large? Because if we're talking about like the world at large, I mean,
Grand Rapids with the boy detective.
yeah.
I think it doesn't happen without everybody in these squares right now. And these are like the Hollywood squares.
So here's just a thought.
Yeah.
There's a very big ska show going on. Boy Detective is part of, like, in June in Grand Rapids.
No, that can't happen. No, it can't be before.
Impossibles could come play my backyard before the show.
Yeah, June is too early, but we'll see. We'll see moving.
No, it can't be before Supernova. That would step on toes. All right.
They need a practice.
That's true.
Oh, I mean,
what are you trying to say, Eric?
Yeah, well, you don't.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
You got a point.
Eric, they just got done saying it's in their veins. Like these songs are like second nature. They could play it right now.
I'm just going to back out this conversation now. I'm so sorry.
There he goes. He's going
Go,
right
go.
There he goes.
Show the bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's the bear? Where's the bear?
Show me your bear.
That's what we're here for.
I don't see Rory. Is Rory gone?
So Take Today wants to play the Philly show. I told them we have them. So, don't forget about them.
Yeah, we're just setting up tours here.
Yeah.
Rachel, do you want to open this thing?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Do you want to end? Do you want to open this? You should be the opening set.
The tour for the hypothetical tour?
Did you call it hypothetical? That broke my heart. I thought
there's a lot of tours being dreamed up.
There's nothing hypothetical about this.
Yeah.
One.
Wait,
Rachel.
which one are you talking about?
I don't even know anymore.
We're talking about Take Today, The Boy Detective, The
Propaganda with Operation
Impossibles and Catch-22.
Yeah, I will collect tickets. I don't care. Yeah.
Okay.
Rachel's
I'll mop the floors.
That's
I don't care. I have no shame.
This is fun.
I was trying to come up with some Texas jokes for you guys to be.
You got one?
I know,
ain't nothing funny about Texas.
There's nothing
don't worry
funny
about it. But you're playing into it right now because I don't believe in taking material, and anything I could think of, I was like, that's freaking SpongeBob to Sandy Cheeks. And you kind of just sounded like Sandy Cheeks when you're like, careful.
Love it.
Oh, so they like the idea of the Impossibles, Catch-22, Boy Detective, and Take Today across the U.S.
Yeah, well,
get ready, man. I'll help you out.
That's
a whole world tour. There's no reason.
People want it.
Yeah. Why are we keeping this domestic?
It starts at Philly and it goes everywhere.
It's a solid line.
Hey, Benny, can I come as the press?
What's that?
Can I be the press person for you?
Press.
Yeah, only if you wear the hat with press in the actual fedora.
You know I will.
That's the only way it works.
I came up with the lineup, so I got to be a part of it.
It's a good lineup.
Aren't you the promoter? What the fuck?
I guess I'm the promoter.
It's a lot of work going on, and this is just wonderful. Okay.
Hey, Jess.
The people already know we're live.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ask your question.
Do I have a question?
Your big question.
Oh, my question.
I know. I just set this up. There's a lot of.
I don't even think this is on the outline, but my favorite question to ask everybody is, if you had a dream collab, one artist.
No, that wasn't my.
Not that one.
Not that one. The 60-second question.
Oh,
what the fuck. Sorry, guys. We need a minute.
Rachel,
we need a minute as a team.
And I can't wait until we do the actual podcast. This rehearsal run has been really fun.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna ask my question first.
All right.
Dream collab, any artist, band, whatever that you can collab with. Who's it gonna be? And what are you doing?
The only person I don't like collabing with anybody. I don't like playing with anybody, doing anything with anybody except for my boy Rory.
Ah.
And that's all, and that's pretty much it. I've already told him. I told Rory that Rory was grandfathered in with me because basically, and this is part of. I've just been writing songs by myself for like 10 years, but now I got somebody to work with. So yeah, Rory.
Wait.
Hey Rory, no
Maybe
pressure.
you should ask the
No
other
pressure, Rory.
question
Who's
now,
who's
Jess.
your dream collab, Rory? No pressure.
I'm going to give a shout out to someone that we might get to collab with.
Is it
Andrew
Rachel?
Dost. No, Andrew Dost, who's hails from Michigan.
I tried, Rachel.
Thanks.
Sorry, Rachel.
It's all right.
Andrew was he was in the band Fun, and he's an incredible musician, and yeah, hopefully someone that me and Gabe are actually gonna get to collaborate with really soon.
Well,
So,
you already
just
hurt
gonna
Gabe's
throw that out.
feelings because he said he wouldn't collab
No.
with anyone but you.
I know, right?
No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I
It's
see
okay.
Rory
He
is
can only collab with people through me. So I'm the conduit.
that is he is
in-
the
In
conduit,
the
yes.
human centipede of collaboration, I'm the middle.
As long
person.
as they can go through Rory first, I'm down for whatever. Cool. I'm gonna say it. This is how it is with me. I'd rather just work if it's not working with Rory or my, or also I really got to give a shout out. Craig is the most phenomenal musician of. It's like it's silly. It feels silly
1000%.
to not have him here. What the fuck? What's this guy doing? What's he doing?
Why is he not here tonight?
Is it earlier there? It's only 8:00.
He thought someone was going to collab with him.
I know.
Everyone's feelings are getting hurt.
But yeah, but
Ben really likes you. You got to say Ben.
everybody likes each other. We're all good.
Are any of these people former employees of 7-Eleven?
You want to collab with any former 7-Eleven employees?
I worked at 7-Eleven for that was like my main job the whole time that the Impossibles were active back in the
Did you
day.
eat a lot of like cheeseburger big bites and shit?
I thought he was selling weed outside the stuff.
No.
I'm so confused.
No, we were basically straight edge. We didn't talk about that part. Craig used to like to say that we were high on Dr. Pepper and Pixie Sticks, which is really true. Like we were high on life, and it was.
Do people? Is that
wonderful.
a thing anymore? Because I remember I had them Sharpie. I don't know.
Being straight edge, I use it as shorthand. I don't.
Yeah.
To me, it just means like you don't do drugs. To
No,
me, it
you
just
have
means
to-
you don't have fucking fun, loser.
It's not real unless you have the marker on your hand.
If you're not now, you never were.
Definitely started
straight
doing
edge
drugs
thing.
at one point.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Yeah. That was
My
smart.
birthday 7-Eleven.
Basically, the people who wait too long to get going on drugs, man, that's what happened to me. And then it just all, it's like momentum. It's like those cars where you just do this and then you just set it down. Pretty much what it was. Not anymore though. Now I'm playing Ska by the Ocean.
That's my drug.
My drug is the ocean.
Oceanside Ska.
Ocean plus Ska equals.
And Ryan wants to know if that means you're at the end of the centipede.
Yeah. Wait. What are we talking
What?
about?
Are you at the end of the centipede?
Am I at
Don't
the end
answer
of the
that
centipede,
question.
Roy?
I just can't stop thinking about Biodome. So thank you guys for bringing that up. That movie
Biodome.
ruled.
Yes, definitely. Go check that movie out. Fourth Grade Nothing is featured heavily in that movie.
Was
Pauly
it-
Shore. Wait, was Pauly Shore?
Paul-
That was
Yes.
Oh, wait,
Yes.
It's Pauly Shore, yeah.
Pauly
And one of the
Shore.
Baldwins.
And one of the Baldwins.
Steve? Steve?
Yeah, Stephen
No, not
Baldwin. Pauly Shore was in some great. Son-in-Law was great.
Yeah.
No, he's
No,
so
man.
underrated. He's
Yeah. Good dude.
Free mahi mahi, free mahi mahi, as you will.
Yeah, exactly.
Encino Man was so good.
Yeah.
I honestly don't even know what we accomplished tonight, but
What does that mean?
no, I'm gonna bring this full circle. Somebody earlier said something about being 18 again, and I said we're all 18 tonight, and I feel like we all just hung out and acted like we were 18 tonight, and it was fun.
Big time.
Oh, that was
I
Ronnie.
feel like I was mature.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ronnie.
So shout out to Ronnie, and we have Supernova to look forward to. We have a U.S. tour to look forward to.
A Detroit show with the Impossibles and Boy Detective to look forward to.
Yeah, we might have accomplished more than I just led you to believe. I don't know.
Honestly, most important thing I guess is that now Impossibles are open to having fun and doing stuff. And before we weren't explicitly not into it, but now we have a show on the book, so who knows what's gonna happen?
Now you want to be 18 again.
Yeah, it's just or something like that, something or this version of yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I'd take like 36.
Yeah.
Man,
Until
I'd give anything.
Yeah.
So with the Impossible show at Supernova, and you said like you weren't seeing stuff. This came out of nowhere for you guys, I'm assuming. But so do you guys see other stuff happening then, in all seriousness? Were you like, we're playing Supernova, what else should we do?
I think we'll do I think we'll definitely explore doing other shows, and I just know that there are some hurdles to clear to get there. Anytime you make a post, or I often find when I make a post, people are like, come to Cincinnati, and like that's just like what you see, and it's like
always Cincinnati.
That
they're relentless.
It's actually very true, which is why it's so funny. But
that sort of like in depth, like soaked in touring where we are like hitting everything, like that's not in the cards for us. Like that's not going to happen. But
maybe Detroit,
and Philly,
perhaps other shows. It is not outside of the realm of possibility now, and that's exciting because, like Gabe said, that has not always been the case.
Yeah.
Nice. And you guys are thinking about doing some new music?
Maybe.
No,
that was just a attempt to try to hear something. I put it out in
the
yeah.
If we do, should it be ska? Should it be ska if it's new music?
You know what?
Comments.
Yeah.
I will say that Jess, please do not kick me off this podcast once I say this.
I mean, I haven't kicked you off yet.
This is true, but from where I am at this point in my life, like your non-ska, I say more recent, but your later stuff really is probably the stuff that I love the most when I listen to you guys.
Awesome, thank you. Wait, we're on the non-SKAmedian podcast, right?
You're about to be. But and maybe that's Benny, something you guys love. I feel like you guys have a little bit of the
so we trickle in ska into all of our songs somehow, but for the most part we're kind of all over the place with emo and hardcore and all that.
I was gonna say, like, I have seen you guys in different environments, and it's interesting. Like, you play certain, I don't want to say certain stuff, but like I've seen you at hardcore shows, and it's kind of a different show, and it's been a little bit now because of where you've fallen, but you're like, you guys can fall into a hardcore show very easily, and also a ska show.
What you guys could do is you could reverse. So Return could be Skaturn, and it's all ska. And then Anthology could be all not ska. And then you get the best of both worlds.
We need to plug that into the old brains and see if we can come out on the other end.
So you're saying we should pull our thing out, flip it, and reverse it.
Reverse it. Yes.
That's what she said.
What do you have to say? Yeah.
Oh, you.
I did.
We could shake a magic 8-ball on this one, and then that could give you the answer. Really, in theory, Francis could roll it.
I don't have an 8-ball. I need to add.
But
that
you have
to
a
the
teddy bear that's
interesting. I feel like that would be something you all would have in your homes somewhere.
Yeah.
Like a gift, almost.
I want to know all the answers. I want to be surprised.
We just want to sing about it.
Right.
This is my boy. He's got one white whisker.
I love it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's very
distinguished. His name is Manu Ginobili Hascall.
And fancy.
I I promised the people in the chat that I would get all their questions, so I'm just like rolling through it real
Okay,
quick.
let's do. Sorry, I didn't
But
know.
I have one question for everyone here that I asked everybody else earlier: Pinkerton or Blue Album? While I look, talk about it.
Pinkerton. Pinkerton for sure. For me. For Benny.
I love it. Nobody else is answering.
I think I'm Blue Album. Like I love Pinkerton. I wish I had a version of the Blue Album songs recorded in the production style of Pinkerton. I think that would be.
That's why I picked Pinkerton, because you won't hear anything else like Pinkerton from them ever again.
I'm gonna go Hurley. Is that an option?
Make believe.
I'm just
Anybody?
kidding. I'm
You know, that's
watching-
weird. That's always the third.
I'm watching the
option,
Lost
you know?
finale right now. I watched everything up until the finale, and I started. That was like 5 years ago. So I've needed to watch the finale. I'm watching it right now. I love Hurley. Anyway, I haven't heard that album. Yeah, let's get these questions. I didn't know there was questions. Let's more.
I
So are you
mean,
gonna do an all Weezer set at
No.
Ska Magazine?
Never.
at
Okay, cool.
Supernova.
Next question.
Very
Somebody
straightforward.
asked if there was the possibility of playing both nights at Supernova.
I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't think that's a thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
hold on. I'm slow. I'm just trying to get through them all. There's a lot of comments. Lots of comments about Slow Reader. The people love Slow Reader, just so you know.
Yeah, big time. I'm just
We're working on another Slow Reader album right now. You keep asking about new music, Eric. That's actually like
there you
where
go. Tell the
the new
people.
music that we're working on currently is a second Slow Reader LP.
Nice.
gonna be great.
It's non-ska. You might
Oh.
like it. Try it.
Try it. You might
I
like
know
it.
we're a Ska podcast, but good music is good music in
That's
general.
right. That's right.
So
And also,
whether-
I feel
good
too.
song can go off in any direction too.
yes.
You know? Chords, melody, lyrics is the foundation, and then wherever, you know. That's what I like to think about it. You know,
For sure.
I can do whatever.
So, when you guys are like taking the stage for any band you're playing with, what is that 30 to 60 seconds like leading up to taking the stage when you hear all the fans going crazy for you to come out? What are you thinking?
It's been a long time, but it's probably honestly kind of just gratitude, but also it's really easy it's human nature to get used to experiences and used to things. So I'm sure that when we were doing that more often, we took it for granted, but it's a very nice thing. It's really, it's exhilarating and it feels great. And it gets you hyped up and ready to play.
Yeah, the second part of that question is like, how much does that reaction from their crowd impact your performance?
A ton.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I still remember the 2012 reunion show that we did. I mean, we had incredible crowds at a lot of our shows, but the 2012 show, that reunion, like when I started, we played 8 Ball first, of course, and when I started singing 8 Ball, and just the crowd was louder than anything happening on stage, like them singing, like that's hard to match. Like you can't. It's Gabe. Did you just take my picture? I sent no pictures, bro.
Also, we're all smiling at this.
I took a picture because I was like,
Picture.
I wanted to make sure I remembered everybody's names after the fact, and I was like, what's more boomer than me taking a picture of a computer screen?
Oh, it was you. I think it was Rachel.
No, I mean now it.
No, so what about the same question to Benny and Rachel, which might have different answers? Like, what is that 60 seconds like before you go on stage or before you start your show? Like, what is that?
I'm nobody. You can ask Benny.
Aw,
That's okay.
It's not true,
It's
Rachel.
okay to be
that is
nobody.
very not true, and you give a different perspective.
No,
to it,
honestly,
and
I
that's
could
why I'm
ask
answering.
Eric, I could ask you the same question when you're about to do a podcast. Like,
I'm like, I've never been on stage. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So, because of the schematics of me being in the crowd 90% of our show, my worry and concern is always, how the hell am I going to get off the stage and how the hell am I going to get back on the stage?
and who is going to take my saxophone player off of my shoulders?
Exactly. Or where is my saxophone player when that song starts?
Okay.
to be honest, that's the thing. And then I have to like be like, Benny, ground yourself. Like, this is happening. Like, just have fun, be the experience. But it's also like, I don't want to step on that bouncer's head, but I might have to be able to get down in this crowd, specifically with new crowd. Like I'm so used to playing,
Right.
DIY Detroit shows. So when I have 1,000 people for the Goldfinger show, like I was like, oh my God, like what if they don't move? Like what if they don't give me space? So like that kind of stuff goes into my mind. But also like just this idea that I remember when I was younger, when I first started in a punk band, a lot of people said like you couldn't do this. Like you can't do it. Like nobody's gonna show, nobody's gonna care about your band.
Oh.
So I remember those things I purposely put it in the back to say again. So like I could be like, no, I'm here. Like this is happening. And like I want to never say that to young musicians because they are gonna be hopefully in a spot like me someday.
Speaking of, that's my next
Yes,
question.
come on, say it.
I want to know everybody's message to the next generation of fucking punks.
I saw the
Like,
look in your eyes.
Not only the ones that are playing the music, but the ones that are out there supporting the music on both sides of the barricade. What are you telling these kids?
So I'm going to pause you because it's an amazing
I
question.
got really passionate about
But
that.
Rachel did
You
not
did.
get
I
the
felt it.
opportunity
I have a punk kid.
to talk about her 60
I know.
seconds.
He's living the best life. Gets up.
So what about you though, Rachel? What 60 seconds before you go on the stage, what's going through your mind? And then Jess, say your question again.
Don't dry
I know you
heave.
love
Don't
it.
throw up.
You say don't throw up.
Or dry heave.
Is that a thing? Have you done that?
I mean, not knock on wood. Not yet.
All right.
Sorry.
There's a bad
So let's
transition.
let them answer the question real
Go
quick.
ahead and answer your question now, or ask your question because it's better than dry heaving. So, Rachel, you're done. I don't know.
But I'm saying I think don't. I don't.
Okay.
So, next question. Punk question.
Fair enough. We're going to do a whole episode later on, Rachel, with you and dry heaving, just so you know. Okay. I'm so sorry. Jess, ask your question again.
I did ask the question. They're waiting to answer.
I said again.
I'm not going to ask it again. They know the question.
Okay, go ahead, guys.
I forgot the question.
They don't know the question.
I knew it,
Jess. I knew
Okay.
it.
No. I will say this. I'll say this. Honestly, on a day-to-day basis, it's we're living in like Black Mirror land. Like everything, the whole world is insane, and just not so much punk music or music, but really to the extent that anybody can find joy through creativity. It's really important. I don't know, like as you can carve out time in your day to be creative and to not become just like a cog in a machine. It's really important. And I've been lucky in the last few years. I'm basically a house husband and I get to spend all day working on shit for my family or working on music. But really, mostly, I think just people keeping in touch with that part of their brain. And if what comes out is ska punk, then that's great. But if it's something else, that's great too. It's mostly just like I think a lot of people I know sort of abandon their creativity because it's maybe not the best. It never seemed like an option to me. I've always just kept going and doing stuff, but it feels like the only antidote to the insanity that's just getting more intense by the day is to just carve out time and to just try to be creative and to try to use that part of your brain and to, I don't know, just keep experimenting with stuff. That's what I would tell anybody. Not that feel like I'm in a position to give advice to anybody, but that's what I would say is just try to just appreciate what it means to create things. All I ever really wanted for a long time is just to create things and just to like make something out of nothing, even if it's something really simple or basic or silly or something. It's just like to always be in that mindset. I think that's the most important thing. And a lot of people will create punk music and be loud, and that's awesome, but that's all I got to say about this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I could say it any better. Musical expression saved my life, and I'm sure there are folks in the next generation that could use a real life raft right now in the sort of sea of horribleness that is happening, and I hope they find it, and I hope that they can channel some of the feelings and emotions into something beautiful that they can share.
Sea of Horribleness is another great band name.
I might use that one out of that band.
Ironically, it's horrible, but it's great.
Those are nice glasses, Rory.
They are nice glasses.
So Jess, can I close us, or do
Yeah,
you?
close us out because it's
Okay.
late. Yeah.
What
So
time
our-
are you guys at? Are you guys at 11:20 or are you 10:20?
It is 11:20.
11:20.
I didn't take my melatonin yet.
I got up at 3. I've been up since 3:30 this morning.
Oh, I don't sleep much, so I'm cool.
No, you were amazing for being on with us, and I will close
Took
this.
a little nap earlier.
Sure. I thought about it, but I went to a hamburger restaurant instead, which was a good choice. But
We do appreciate your time and you guys coming on. Like, it means a lot.
It means a lot to us. It means a lot to be asked, and
Yeah.
we're glad that people like the music. It means a whole lot.
Really looking forward to seeing you at Supernova. I've never gotten to see you live. I'm ready for it. And I hope there's even more shows after that, like we've been talking about.
Well,
Eric's
right.
gonna will it into existence.
Because I do like a good club show, I'm not gonna lie. Outdoor shows, okay, but I want a club show.
in Detroit,
in Detroit,
In Philly.
I have so
Oh.
many. I've got a lot of Detroit books. I wanted to for a while. Detroit is my like plan for like the apocalypse. It's like the being close to the Great Lakes. But I also got the Yamazaki in Detroit architecture book, which I love. I just got that off eBay. I love that shit.
So
yeah,
do you want
I'm
your
fascinated by
show
Detroit.
before Supernova or after?
We'll talk, Eric.
Let's go to the Franklin. Yeah, we'll figure some stuff out.
Putting the squeeze on you on live
Oh,
YouTubes.
All right.
We will
Okay,
talk.
love you guys. We will we'll talk soon. Thank you everybody for
Thank
watching.
you.
And
Thanks, y'all.
You
my
can
friend
let them
will
go
remind
and
you.
then you can close us out. How's that
What?
sound? You let them go and then you close us out.
Wait, what?
What?
You let them go and then you do our normal thing.
Oh, goodbye everybody.
Thanks.
Hour
And
3.
thanks
Is
so
that the
much
normal
for
thing?
letting me be a part of it. There's so much talent and
Thank you, Rachel.
coolness.
Thank you, Rachel.
It's like I really am honored just to
We appreciate
Just
it.
be here.
Rachel. Thank you,
Oh,
Rachel. Thank you,
man.
Gabe, and thank you, Rory.
Thanks,
y'all.
Benny. Thank you, Eric.
We'll
Thank
be
you, Jess.
we'll be seeing everybody soon.
Yes.
For sure.
Rachel, hang out for your paycheck. I mean,
There's a paycheck.
Hey,
What
we
the
never
fuck,
say
Jess?
goodbyes.
I love you, Rory. I'll see you soon, my friend.
Love
All
you,
right.
Gabe.
Good night, everybody.
I'm
We'll see
closing my
everybody
computer.
soon.
What is